Wow!
Whoa!
It's Hat Films back with a brand new game.
Wow.
It's a huge update 3 to Satisfactory. So we're going to check it out. We have played this game before, so we're not completely new to it. However, there's been a ton of updates since we played last, so that's exciting. Like, they got pipes and fluids in the system in the game now.
Yeah.
And we haven't played with the trains.
If Hat Films are anything else, we are about pipes and fluids.
We are about
It's all
piping
about
fluids,
pipes.
piping our fluids and piping them in certain places.
So Satisfactory is a game where you build a satisfying factory in a foreign and strange alien planet.
Yeah.
With the aim to leave it? Or just explore it?
Well, there is a space elevator we need to construct as part of the main mission, right?
It's still an early
There's
access
loads of other
game, so it's not a complete game by any means, but there's a ton in it already, and it's very well made. It's kind of like, what's that game that people play that's 2D?
Oh, Factorio.
Factorio.
It's a bit like Factorio, but 3D, and you're wandering around.
And it's not painful to look at.
Exactly. Yeah,
Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe.
Oh, wow.
That's an option.
I don't think
for
they
you.
can.
That's free. And you'll get notifications when we go live. Not go live, to release videos.
They should probably test it out, though, shouldn't they? Test out the sub button first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It
test it out,
works.
see if it works. Oh, okay,
we
cool.
feel it every time. We have a haptic feedback.
Yeah. It's like
directly
a
linked to our
vibrating
genitalia.
egg.
I feel it in my
gross.
fingers.
Yeah. Mine's going off loads.
Look at
But
this.
that's because I hooked mine up to PewDiePie's sub counter.
Oh,
yeah?
really?
Yeah.
That's
For the
hot.
real, that's still going up, guys. Still hitting the spot.
Still going up, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Slowly but surely. I mean, dear God.
Big get bigger.
I don't think I'd get off if it was just our sub.
Try, you're being chased, mate.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Collect all the biomatter you can.
Bugger off.
You just got to burn everything, right?
Have
That's
you
the
built
plan.
the main base yet?
No,
No.
he's looking for land. He's going to look for land. He's got the main base.
I
We're
was
in the
just meant to meet up with you guys. Me and Trot are together now. Ross,
Did
I
you
want you
explain
to know
we're
that.
experimenting?
Yes, we are
Me and Ross
experimental.
are experimenting.
Yeah.
Ross, where are you? I don't think you've
Sorry,
thought about coming towards us at all.
I
have you?
have. I've walked
I
towards you.
believe you.
I'm in a copse of
Yep.
trees.
Hello.
That's us.
Hello.
Some people in the desert would call this an oasis.
Yes, I'm calling it a copse.
Yeah, I mean that is.
Just I like to run
that
away
is
from
a
them.
small
Am I
group
right?
of trees. You're not wrong, but in this setting,
It's
bacon
not, it's a
agaric.
Oh, there's
Alright.
no authority here.
This looks quite flat around here, doesn't it?
Cops.
copse.
Woo, where? Oink oink. Oink oink.
Scarper!
Scarper's
Run!
the best
Get
I
the fuck out of
got.
here! Right, I'm
Fucking-
collecting all of this.
They're
grass.
here to take my liberties.
We don't
Right.
need all this grass.
You
Ross.
do. It's biomass. You can just
Okay,
burn it up.
we do need it then. We
Just
do need it.
to start with.
Bear in mind, Trot,
We'll-
Ross is technically the authority on this game
Oh,
now, so I know that.
can't
Cops!
remember. I just know that
Oink, oink!
we'll need it at some
Oink,
point.
oink.
It's not wasteful to grab it, Trot. So if you grab some, it just
I
means you'll be
forgot
able
you played the shit out of this game.
to plonk it into our
Could
bio tings.
did you guys see a video of a woman getting tased yesterday on what could go wrong?
No.
So she refused to get out of the. Well, she refused to
What went
sign a
wrong?
speeding a ticket, like some form of like $80 ticket. And then it just escalated from there, and then she just got tased. It was mental.
Fuck.
I mean, to be honest, she kind of had it coming the way she was behaving.
Oh.
But like, just wondered if you seen it.
I saw that another one with a woman that aggressively approached a cop, and she rugby tackled him to the ground.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Saw that. Yeah, slightly different to that one.
Yeah. Similar kind of thing though.
Ooh.
That's very interesting.
Do you think? Have you ever been tased before?
Not
Do you think it will
not
cause
tased like
complications? Not.
It can do.
Obviously,
Can do.
we've
Fuck your heart. up, yeah.
electrocuted ourselves in a mild way.
yeah. Tasing
just
is something.
doesn't
Trot,
feel
why
like
is there always one of these things following you? Do you know how to kill them?
I want one.
Get your zapper out.
Yeah, I know how to kill him.
Kill it.
But we
Kill
don't-
that
I
bastard.
feel like we're intruding on their planet.
Oh, we are
You
absolutely.
are. Should we choose a location?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean this
yeah.
area looks
This
pretty
is fine.
It
pretty
does. Yeah.
flat. There's lots of stuff around us.
I guess once we get vehicles and
strange.
tubes as well, apparently you can get Futurama style tubes,
Oh, it's,
which will take you
Tubes.
places.
Lovely.
it's not
that'd be nice,
really
wouldn't
enough
it?
space, is it? Here,
Look at them
That's the only
legs.
thing.
That's some hot legs.
This area just over the hills, pretty expansive.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Look for the scenery as well. Look at those waterfalls. Ooh.
Bizarre, isn't it?
Have you ever?
These like rocky.
All the huge rock like bridges.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should get tased. You know, you got to try everything once,
Gotta
right?
try it all once.
Fuck, man.
Have you tried euthanasia once?
Depends if it just uncovers some sort of heart condition you didn't realize you had, and then bam, you're dead.
Dead.
Fuck that, man.
Maybe you should do things in order. So like get a heart scan.
check it first, and then go. I think I should be fine.
Got to do everything once. So I'm going to get a heart scan once first.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
Just piss all over yourself.
Straight to the neck, right?
There are certain things that you can't really do,
Like drink your own piss.
like kill people. Never tried it. Give it a go.
How do I?
Rossi's kneeling.
Just peering in front of me. Oh, hello. Naughty.
Just having a little look.
I do.
Just checking out what's going on.
Right, where do you want me to put Turb?
Well, I guess it. I mean,
I'm just going to spin
Fuck it.
around and
Just-
click.
Do it.
okay. Is it going to land on me? It's the real question. I guess it can't. There
We'll
we
put
go.
it there.
Nice. Right.
Never felt like this.
Great.
Strange things happening. Are you going around the twist?
Are you going around the twist? Yes.
Aye.
Right, so let's start these missions, shall we? Oh, let's start ticking them off. Then creating space elevator. Is that nice? It's a space elevator in the tubes. Get pipes.
Put a quest on for us.
All right, let's have a
then.
look then. Active milestone. Let's tier 0 hub upgrade. Equipment workshop. We need iron rods.
Right,
Well,
so
is that all we need?
need to smelt some iron up, right? Need to craft some iron, which means we need to get
Yeah.
iron ingots, right?
Yeah, but we can find. Isn't there not a pocket of iron
20
just
here.
behind us?
That's copper.
That's copper, is it? Well,
No,
there's
I've got
a
loads
few
of iron
these,
here.
but- Oh,
Oh.
well, in that
Ding,
case, Trot.
Ding,
Ding, it
ding,
up.
Ding.
Thank you,
Ding.
Trot.
How many iron rods? Ding. 10. Guess what? I've got 10. It's top right.
Well, then
Ross.
that's right. Turn it around, then, buddy.
Done.
Turn around
Gonna
and plonk them
submit
in.
it. 3, 2,
Simple.
1.
It's the simple things.
Upgrade hub. Done.
Lovely. Look
Guess
at that. It
what?
feels great to be upgraded.
That's
And
a
guess
speed
what?
run there. Time.
My dick's
Time.
bigger than that. Bigger now.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the upgrade. Thanks, Trot.
We built a thing to give you a bigger dick.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Oh,
kind of
uranium.
spoil anything.
Ow. There's uranium over here.
Over where?
Over here.
Just grab what you can.
Oh, yeah, it's here.
What's this? Wood. I've got loads of wood.
What's the next on the list?
Right, Trot.
Ding, 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 ding.
So smelters require 20 iron rods, 10 iron plates. Let's get a smelter on the go because then we can easily do that other shit.
If
What
you
about
heard-
raw quartz? I've got a green slug. Found one of those bad boys earlier on.
I can make 10 rods,
Okay.
and that I'm out of iron now.
Oh.
They call him Stuart. Because he
let's
makes so many rods.
Rod.
Well, your middle name's Stewart, isn't it, Ross?
Stewart.
Steward.
Well, that's what it was misspelt like
It's official.
when you did it.
I didn't fucking misspell it.
Well, who misspelt it then?
No, and the people who set up the document on the
Of course
HMRC
they
end.
did.
Stewart.
I know your
Hornby.
middle name isn't Steward.
Yeah, but spelling errors
Chris
happen, didn't
Stott.
Yeah, but they didn't happen. They did. I didn't put it in.
It's definitely Steward.
Yeah, they just missed.
Like us, Steward.
Somebody else has typed that in.
Cunt! It's what it was.
What?
Tell him.
Pure cunt.
Steward.
At the fucking, where was it? The bank.
HMRC.
HMRC. Well,
No, wait. Company's house.
there were cunts before, the cunts again. Company's house, cunts.
Company's house.
Nice.
Chris Stott,
Alright, let's
of
try and
course,
find
is another
another
famous
Famous
misspelling.
Chris Stott.
Chris Stott. You've had other ones as well, haven't you, Trot? Not just Chris Stott. There was like something else.
There's loads of. Ooh, I'm being chased by a fucking
A lot of
beast.
times I don't get all the T's.
Stott. Was it? What was it on the Minecraft trophy we got given? Was it Stott on that one? Was
Chris
it?
well-
Stott, yeah. Yep,
You
yep.
found that particularly funny. I don't know why. You're just like hilarious that they got his name wrong. You finding it? He's got it. He's going to bring it. He's going to show you what's what. They didn't get my name wrong.
I find it funny because Trot is basically the primary contact for
Yeah, like
the
they used to-
Minecraft people.
Just one email. They could have checked one email and got that right.
And then it just comes up with this. Chris Stott. Thank you for your help for 5 million
Thanks.
copies. We're so happy. We're so grateful we made this award, but then we misspelled your fucking name.
fucked
Chris
up.
Stott.
Fuck's sake. They got it so wrong.
We need to build
Who else is called Stott? Hello, Mr. Stott.
I actually had a teacher called Miss Stott.
Fucking hell.
So go fuck yourself, Trot.
Wow.
It's a real name.
My bad.
However, yeah, I mean they could just check a simple email and that's sorted, isn't it?
To be fair to them, like
Oh.
Trot is a stupid name as well.
I'm very forgettable
That's all we knew. We named you by, didn't we? Like when we were
Trot.
there, we called you Trot.
all the time, yeah.
It's like
Well, the person that made the awards.
still. I
But they
know.
probably went, "I
email.
can't be
Yeah.
Trot. He's not a pig."
No. What a pig. That's their reasoning behind it.
Oh, come on, that's a nickname.
way.
Surely.
There's no-
Maybe his last name's Stott. Yeah,
no
put
way.
that. Either that.
What
What
else do
the
you wanna build?
fuck
We wanna
just
build-
happened? I just floated up into the air for no reason.
Have you ever?
This game's quite quiet. You notice that?
There's no is there sound?
Need 2 more rods. Yeah, it's a very quiet game. Can we pump it up?
Turn my volume to the max now,
Oh,
Trump.
mine's it. Oh, yeah, there we
There's
go.
just some subtle like background sound.
Ding dong. It's loud
I
as
need to
shit.
build a miner. Not that kind of miner, Trump. I know what you're thinking.
Well,
You want to
like-
dig into the ground.
Sad chords and notes.
No, exactly. I know what you mean. You're thinking. You're thinking musically. Of course not. It's not how we work.
Have you ever? Fuck that song!
It's in your head
It's in
now.
my head!
It's in your head now, you bitch.
Don't forget, you can get. Just so I was doing an announcement. Son of a bitch.
Go on, you bastard.
You can listen to better music live
Oh, can
in
they
March,
really?
the end
How?
of March,
How?
by watching us perform as a classic rock 80s metal band.
Yeah.
Mr. Sam and the Dead Nuts are on tour, 4 dates in the entire UK. We've got Manchester, Birmingham, Bristol, and London.
Whole spectrum's coming.
Tickets are still available. Please check the description for a link. Thank you. Need those sold. And soon there will be a VIP add-on, bolt-on, if you will.
You love bolt-ons as well.
Where you can get even
Perfect.
more cool stuff, including merch, maybe meet and greet, and signing stuff and whatnots. So you can just buy a normal ticket now
Hub feature,
and upgrade it later.
Scanner feature,
Lovely.
copper.
What a
new
nice guy you
buildings
are,
and
Chuck.
recipes,
Probably.
which can be found in the build menu
Chris
and
Stott's
craft
my
bench,
favourite member of Hat
respectively.
Films.
Right.
7th objective.
So we just need shitloads of iron,
Complete hub
really. That's
upgrade
basically
3.
it. It's
Note,
very straightforward right
connect
now.
buildings to a biomass burner for
Iron
power.
us up.
Note, buildings such as the smelter
feel
about
require a
limestone?
recipe to be set.
Limestone. Well, I feel like it will be
Advice,
useful.
automate the
Definitely.
smelting process
have I
and
got
use
some? Got
portable
loads of wood.
miners for optimal results.
Grab what you can. You know, right now we're iron hungry. Like a bunch of iron hungry bastards. And yeah, we'll upgrade our hub and make bigger things.
I don't care what you're saying.
That's what we're doing, Trump.
Ah,
Okay? You
It's
happy
really,
with that?
that's not very nice, Trot.
No,
why not?
Trot.
Say
That's,
that
I'm
to him.
letting people know what we're doing. All right.
You're the you don't care about the things
And then
he's
later
saying.
on we'll string up Trot.
Nobody cares,
I'm going to have
Trot.
our fucking way with him, am I right?
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Trot?
Chris Stott.
Yeah.
Hog time.
I'm going to change your name from Chris Stott to Chris Hogtie.
Hog tie.
Have we used
ring to it.
slide yet? No, we've not used slide.
Yeah, I was just playing around with it. You press C when running.
That's really cool.
That's a pretty good feature, isn't it? But I mean, when are you using that feature? This is
Trot.
fucking Call of Duty.
Yeah.
If you could have a middle name, what would it be?
Something beginning with A.
So you'd spell
Why is
out
that?
cat.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
What?
You want to spell out cat?
Yeah, it's a good acronym.
Why don't you
So
have
you've
like a
got
double-barreled
Alan-
middle name, like
C-U-N. Yeah, I see where you're going with it.
Yeah.
like
Ulysses
Una?
Nigel Trot.
Ulysses.
Chris Ulysses Nigel Trot.
So it's just he's cunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trot, if you
Can we
did
get
have
a
to
better name
choose-
for you? How
What,
many?
Ulysses. What's wrong with Ulysses? It's a great name.
Uma.
It's a bit. I don't think that's.
You don't like Ulysses?
No.
What you?
You're not going from Chris to Ulysses, are you?
Um,
Uma.
think- Uma.
Uma's
Like
a,
Uma
Yeah, that could
Thurman.
work. You could take Uma.
I mean, it's
Umami. Uwu.
Chris Uwu
Whistle.
Nigiri Trot.
Nigiri. It's a weird name.
It's not a
Nigel
name.
worked. I think you
It's a
should have
type of
Nigel.
food.
Take Nigel.
Nigel.
Trot, please go with Nigel.
Trot,
For
if
the
you
love
had
of
to
God.
have a
Nigel.
name beginning with A as your middle name,
Chris United Nations Trot. Umberto.
UNESCO.
Ulcer.
Umbongo.
Ulfric.
Chris Umbongo Trot.
Bongo.
Umbongo Nigel Trot.
Trot named himself after his favourite juice
Fruit
drink.
I love an Umbongo.
Way in the
Of course you
Congo.
do, son. Right, we'll name it Umbongo.
I got
and
loads
Put
of
that on
copper.
the registry form.
We'll name him Umbongo. I've just been to the machine in hospital.
It must be an error, but it says Umbongo here next to Christopher. Is that right?
It's only
Well, we were
Yes,
thinking
it's-
about Caprisun, but we thought that was a bit much.
No. That's a step too far.
Too obvious.
That is a step too far.
So instead, we're going to go with a racially dubious Umbongo name.
Very.
We're not sure if this is insensitive or just a brand name. Either way, we're not meaning to hurt
I'm
anyone.
not going to question it.
I've made all the wire.
Congratulations, Mr.
done all
Umbongo
the wire.
Nigel Trot.
Done the fucking mission for you boys.
Cheers, mate. Cheers for the mission.
Upgrade my hub. Yeah.
Shit, I was accessing something.
Congratulations.
Urkel.
You have unlocked
Urkel.
scanner
That's quite a
feature
good
of
one.
Urkel.
limestone. New buildings and
that you?
recipes, which can be found in the
Urkel?
build menu and
Yeah.
craft
I
bench,
just thought it'd be an E.
respectively.
I don't know why.
What should we build? Constructor,
objective.
smelter.
Oh.
Complete hub upgrade 4. Note. Use power poles
So
to
straight, isn't
expand
it?
the power network for optimal results.
Should we just keep
So we
going
said
down the questy list?
Honestly, I'm just questing, mate. But then if
You
we
think
can
that's
if we can
it?
build a miner,
We need another
We can
bench as
save
well,
ourselves
so
some
that more
time.
than one person can fucking craft ingots as well.
Equipment workshop. Then
I'll go
or
all
another
day. I'll
craft
go all day.
bench? I'm gonna do the craft benches, Alex Smith.
Smells a bit like.
Team Spirit,
Is Mochi in heat?
She's not in heat, no.
you can smell that type of thing.
Mm.
That's what he's known for.
Got a nose like
He's got a nose
a
for it.
dog in heat.
You can smell it. Hmm.
Are you ever?
Well, does it
She's
make you
here.
hungry? Does it
Well,
make
it
you,
doesn't make me hungry.
when you
no.
smell it, do you,
It's a slight tinny, tangy smell.
Yeah.
you
Smell
can't?
that?
I'm not getting it.
Maybe it's me.
It could be that weird thing, that
Maybe
collar.
it's coming off of me.
She
and
had a
I'm
weird
smelling
collar
it
on her
first.
neck. That's the thing.
Yeah, she's got a calming collar.
That smells a bit funky.
It's very harsh.
Yeah, but it's calmed down. I think
It
since you
has
first got
calmed
it,
down a
but
lot.
Jesus, it's still you get
Still
up
up
close.
there,
Like,
innit?
ugh, get away
I
from
had
me,
some.
stinky dog.
I had something with valerian root in it the other day, and it
In
smelled
it,
really
so you
bad as well.
consumed it.
Yeah, I think it was like a tea or something. I'm not sure. I just said thank you and
Did you feel calm? Did you feel calm afterwards?
I always feel calm, Trot. You know me.
Hmm.
I'm
Have you
a
ever-
sea
You
of
guys want to play
calm.
Apex?
Sea of
That's when you'll see the Sea of Calm will suddenly turn choppy. Good game of Apex Legends.
Oh fuck!
Put the
fuck is
collar on
going
him.
on?
Put the collar on him.
Put a valerian collar on me, boys. This game is not balanced in the slightest.
He's feeling better about it. He's feeling better.
To be fair, we haven't played it in a while, have we?
No, I haven't played in ages. It looks good though, but
It's a
getting
great
a
game.
resurgence.
It
Enjoyed it.
is a good game.
Again,
Like I don't
sink a lot of time
bash
into
on Apex. It's a good game. It's just a skill level. I can't compete at that level.
I really enjoyed the Siege finals that I watched yesterday. That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun to watch. Siege is such a good a game to watch
A spectator
when
sport.
it's played really well.
especially those intense last kills, last moments.
Can I quickly access the craft bench so I can make more craft benches,
Well,
please?
oh fuck, I need to make. Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna need to make cable.
Trot, when
Go
was
for
the
it.
last time that you
Should probably make more.
expressed Mochi's anal glands?
I've never done that.
When was the last time you took it to a vet to do it?
Expressing
She
them.
hasn't needed it yet.
Wait,
Right.
Yeah,
well,
it's actually quite bad. if
why
you
would
do
you
it too
express them?
often.
Ah.
If they get too full, they get full of shit essentially.
oh
Have you not had that with your doggos?
no,
They
not that I'm aware of.
definitely would have needed it at
They
some
probably would
point.
have needed it somewhere, but not
The
nothing. that-
vets tend to do
For
it.
some reason, that's something my parents didn't inform
Hot,
me
right?
of.
Oh, they only want the glamorous part of owning a dog.
Ah,
What, like walking at 2
Well, they
a.m.
didn't
in the
tell
morning
me.
and cleaning up their shit and putting it in a bucket?
yeah. They didn't.
Glamorous!
They told me nothing about expressing their anal
Why'd
glands.
you put it in a bucket? I put it in the fridge.
Well, I mean, some people like to put it in a bucket, some people like to put it in the oven, some people like
Do
to put
you-
it in the airing cupboard so it gets in all the towels.
Do they shove a
Where's a good place to
camera
put this
down
craft
there? Like,
bench?
what do they do? Like, how do they?
Just nearby, Trot, because we're going to need to both need to be crafting and submitting. How do they do it?
Yeah.
Squeeze them.
Squeeze them.
Put some gloves on,
There's
You gotta-
open their mouth and start squeezing.
There's two different schools of thought, two different methods.
Yeah.
One is where you get the butthole, right?
Right.
So
Okay.
this finger is the butthole, right? Ready?
Yeah.
So you get the butthole,
Oh, okay.
and then you just grab the outside and then squeeze, and then all the shit shoots out. The other one is to put a finger in the butthole, and then on the outside you squeeze that side, and then finger in the butthole, squeeze the other side.
Do you think they like having their buttholes serviced?
I don't know.
They wouldn't give an opinion.
Can't tell you.
They couldn't.
Tastes good though.
Google expressing anal glands. Or do not Google expressing anal glands. Like watching
I wonder
noodles
why.
burst from rotten mayonnaise-filled grapes. That sounds disgusting. It does sound really gross.
It really stinks, man. That's really gross. Do you want me to express any of your anal glands? That you've
It is important to express yourself.
express
So if
yourself.
anything, we should practice expressing ourselves.
I
We
feel
need
like
to
this
get
is a
some
great
lime
opportunity
first.
to say that colonoscopies aren't painful.
Right. Okay.
So a lot of people these days are concerned about having a camera put up their arsehole. And from
It feels
first-hand,
good.
I've never had it done, but from first-hand accounts
Then
from
how
many
can you
people,
really vouch for that?
Why first-hand
Huh?
account?
How can you truly vouch that it's not uncomfortable until you do it
second-hand
yourself?
account, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, because everyone I've spoken to who's actually had it done and not just worrying about it, it's like, yeah, it's fine. You get numbed up and you turn around and suddenly there's a camera up your ass. You know, suddenly the
It's
doctors
more-
How
like
big is
to
a camera?
employ.
What are you talking
more
about? We're not
getting
talking
a
about fucking
prostate
Panavision
check.
camera, are we?
Yeah, well,
We're talking about a tiny
there's all
rod.
sorts of things you can check. You don't need to get like women may have it as well.
How thick is the camera?
It's on a little,
Biro? Less than a biro.
I think it's a little bit bigger than that.
Bigger than a biro.
I
Not
think
much bigger.
endoscopy is much more
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Sorry,
I had that done
endoscopy,
recently,
Yeah.
and where they go up the nose,
Oh, you had that done?
Oh, that's
Down-
down the nose.
down
right.
the throat.
You had that.
It's not so much that part,
Sounds
which is
painful.
you have to swallow it essentially. You get to this point and you have to swallow the tube, and then it's past your gag reflex, so it doesn't. The worst part
Like
is
you've still got one.
like I have one, but the worst
Train it, let's
part
train it.
is it inflates. It pushes air in, and that makes you feel really bloated and sick. That's the worst part. It's like, because they have to inflate it to like check
Yeah,
it
so you
around,
then just
and
feel, yeah.
check the edges and shit.
Sorry to interrupt. Fenris Valder,
Is-
turns out, is a dog groomer. And they've
Oh.
expressed many an anal gland.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, I like sometimes.
You have to do it. You get desensitized, I guess. Imagine.
To
Just-
have you ever done it yourself, Trot?
No, you've asked me this.
Thinking about just the smell of my dog's shits and then having to like induce them with my fingers sounds just horrifying. That sounds like
It's the reality of dog ownership.
Yeah.
I
Do you
mean,
have to do it
you could
yourself?
just no, you can
You
just
can
take it
pay
to a,
someone to do it, right?
Yeah, you can pay. Of course,
Sometimes.
glad.
of course.
The
Glad.
time.
That's the
Yeah.
beauty of money.
What if they're in pain?
Then Rosal come around
Yeah,
and
what if you
start
need to clean 'em up?
expressing our dog's assholes.
What if your dog gets covered in shit
Yeah.
out on a walk? Are you
Mhm.
gonna like wait until you go to a professional? to
Oh
sort that
no,
out?
I'd have some sort of hose to blast it off with.
Yeah.
I'd create an expressing device. There must be one. A tool. But it doesn't
Tweezers.
involve me getting my fucking
You gotta be
fingers in the
careful
dog's
because it's
arsehole.
a gland. You can't fuck it
Oh.
up. It's better to use soft
Then
utensils
you
like your
soft utensils.
fingers.
Well, what if I just don't want to put my fingers in its bumhole.
Could
Why
I
not?
use my own personal toothbrush to do it? Do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, do
As
that.
long as you use an Oral-B Roundhead.
Right.
And then turn it on when you go in. That's scared the fucking dog.
Groomers do offer it as a service, but a lot of them aren't
Yeah.
doing it much anymore because
They do, and
It's-
they enjoyed it too much.
I think
Too many
it's
boners.
better
Too
for
many,
a vet to do
Too many boners.
Too many dodgy dudes calling up saying they're up for it.
Hey,
Hey, I'll express your dog for half the price.
it. I'm not a vet.
Meet me out back. Oh, I don't want to meet that guy.
The easy solution is to not own a
I've
dog.
upgraded the
Much
hub.
like
Upgrade.
Congratulations. You have unlocked.
Where it says
Upgrade.
fix it, I keep
conveyor
thinking it
belts
says
and
fascist.
poles. Inventory additional.
Just in the periphery.
Ninth objective.
Why are you so fast, Ross?
Because I'm a fast boy. Why are you so slow? Wait, let's run. Let's have a little race. Where are you?
Milestones, boys.
Foot race?
All animals have
What's the next
a,
one? Just
a disgusting side to them. All of them.
of course. I've done 26
Even cats.
cables.
People seem to rave about how smelly cat poo is, but I've never really come across it.
Well, you should try eating it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's really hard to wean dogs off of cat shit when they get a taste for it.
What?
Is that what you're finding?
Why?
No, I just heard about it because like
Wait, what?
I just heard about it.
Weaning dogs off my dog's addicted to cat shit. No.
Cat shit. Oh, not again.
Oh no!
Not another one.
That's gonna take a lot.
Another victim to cat
a
shit.
lot of training.
Fucking hell. Your dog loves its own shit though.
Mochi occasionally
Devils.
dines.
Dines on the devil's truffles.
Cat pee is worse. Yeah.
That's not for you.
I can imagine cat piss being awful. Awful.
Ah. But when you're out and about, do you just when you leave her at home, do you think she might just lay one out and then just nibble on it, and you'll never know?
Well, I've got
No,
a camera for one,
Yeah, but
so I do
you're
know.
not going to sit back and watch hours through, are you?
I would.
Well, my camera knows when it does something
Yeah, but what?
untoward. Like
Your
goes-
dog's eating shit. Fucking hell, it's
It's
this
easy
is a good camera.
It's actually very useful to understand how my dog is acting without me around.
Yeah, well, that's definitely. So you
So
can
I
punish her
do-
later
I
and,
do
be
take
like, and
the
try
time.
and make her remember the things she is getting punished for.
Look at this, and I
Look
show.
what you did!
I put my phone up.
Shove
to
her face into it.
Look
at this.
The terror in the chat is apparently explaining it. It's because cat shit is really high in protein because they're obligate carnivores. So dogs thinks this is protein-tastic, munch munch, and then they get a taste.
Protein-tastic.
They get a taste for garden biscuits, and suddenly they're
Garden
chasing cats
biscuits.
waiting for them to shit. I don't know how real that is, but I mean, it sounds.
It's explained
sounds
like a
possible.
professional.
Yeah, but that's the trick, isn't it?
God, that's
the trick
terrifying.
to get people to consume lies is to pose it as an expert statement. It's like Reddit 101. I'm actually a nuclear physicist, and I know that these microwaves actually don't give you ball cancer. Never trust a microwave.
Talking of cancer, did you see the accidental discovery announcement?
Of
Just an
what?
accident.
A British scientist has discovered something to do with T cells that seems to be curing all forms of cancer.
Right.
And
It's
it's
fucking nuts.
BBC has reported on it. And yeah, apparently it's very promising, kind of like the penicillin discovery. Another accident by a British scientist.
I mean, that'd
Excellent
be
job, boys. Keep
incredible.
bumbling
Good job,
on.
guy. Oh shit! There's a cure. Found it. There it is.
That'd be amazing.
I'm waiting for it to be debunked by Reddit backseat scientists.
Oh, wait.
We found this years ago, you idiots. It doesn't work. Who the fuck knows? I
This
mean,
was yesterday.
That's
I
very
saw.
interesting, though.
So have a look around on the BBC News about T cells and
Yeah.
cancer cure.
Can't wait till
Seems to be very
they hike the price
effective.
of whatever it is.
You still need big pharma to make it effective
Mhm.
to spread everywhere. But yeah, there's
Yeah,
gonna
they're
be.
fucking busy with the cows and the wheat and the other crops.
Who? What?
Big farmers.
Can't find any headlines, so I assume it's bullshit. So good mentality to maintain.
It's bullshit.
Can't find it. So it's probably fucking.
Well, you would
nothing.
think that it would be something that they would shout about,
Yeah, I mean,
but unless it's only just been discovered,
I
so
would
therefore
be
it's like
just as- yeah.
early days that it's just like, well, look, we'll look into it, see if it's the real deal, and then we'll shout about it. Just like lab-grown meat, it's a big deal, but like until it's like viable,
Done and ready to go.
there's nothing they can really. What are they saying? Just like, oh, it's good, but it costs 300 grand. Well, for the first one they did.
I don't disbelieve that Big Pharma have a vested interest in profiteering off of cancer treatment. However, I don't believe that it's a big sweep of like, no, they're pushing all cancer treatments away in favor of money. I don't think it's that black and white.
Thanks to Scourgy for the raid of 10 people.
Cheers, Scourgy.
Thanks, Scourge.
To bring your 10 people with
Turns
you,
out he's
your
not the
cohorts.
scourge of society. The opposite.
Have you heard the word?
There you go. There's Geordie Bell linked it. Let's have a little read, shall we?
Just casual gamer
Immune
guy.
discovery may treat all cancer. A new discovered part of our immune system could be harnessed to treat all cancer. It's in our immune system already. So,
T cells aren't a newly known thing.
no, but it's like a certain nuance to it, apparently.
Okay.
The Cardiff University team discovered a method of killing prostate, breast, lung, and all other cancers in lab tests. The findings published in Nature Immunology have not been tested in patients, but the researchers say they have enormous potential. Experts said that although the work was still at an early stage, it was very exciting. What have they found? Our immune system is our body's natural defense against infection, but it also attacks cancer cells. Scientists were looking for unconventional and previously undiscovered ways the immune system naturally attacks tumors. What they found was a T cell inside people's blood. It's an immune cell that can scan the body to assess whether there's a threat that needs to be eliminated. The difference is this one could attack a wide range of cancers. There's a chance here to treat every patient, research Professor Andy Serkis told the BBC. Andrew Sewell.
Motion capture performer Andy Serkis
Discovered a T-cell.
discovered this
Well,
whilst dressed
pretending
as
to
an
be an
ape.
ape,
Incredible.
squeezing his anal glands.
Squeezing
Expressing.
expressing an ape's anal glands.
Oh.
Doctors are baffled as to how he found this, doing such an activity, but are also praising his actions.
They are clapping.
Saying, and I quote, "Well done,
Unbelievable.
Andy, you weird prick."
Well done. This is unbelievable. No one's going to believe this.
I
Ridiculous.
don't know why we always lead into the Andy thing. It's funny, like, but he's just a genuinely all right guy. He's totally
He's a
fine.
nice
Yeah, he's a
guy,
nice
but
guy.
I think the whole Oscar thing kind of put me off a little bit.
What
What
Oscar
Oscar
thing?
thing?
He demands that like performance captures deserve an Oscar.
What, you mean,
Because-
as
Yeah,
in,
why
like,
not?
They should be.
So,
There should be a nomination.
for example, it kind of disregards the teams of animators that also made Gollum look amazing.
Yeah.
for one.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying basically
Give them an Oscar as well. Fuck
Yeah,
it. Who
I
cares?
mean,
he's saying
yeah,
there
if
should be
you're
a
gonna do
category
that,
where they're
do
considered
both.
Oscar worthy.
Yeah.
Right.
All I'm saying is it's kind of sweeping them under the carpet, and he's getting all the glory for an Oscar.
Chris Jott hates Andy Serkis.
I don't
mean,
hate. I just hate that
The fact is,
mentality.
yeah, but
The Oscars is just who the fuck cares anyway?
No one really cares. But at the same
It
time,
depends
like
on how
if you're
much-
going to give credit to something,
Yeah.
evenly give credit.
The whole unit, yeah.
But yeah, like for
Do
example,
you think that's what they said to him? Look, Andy, we know what you're saying, but if we start giving you awards, going to start giving the VFX guys awards, it's just going to become really fucking complicated.
It's
the
difficult. 'cause
Sparky's
obviously-
going to get an Oscar.
Oh, fucking Chief Grip, head Chief Grip.
Key boy.
Fuck me,
I see
Andy.
his
Good
point of view
boy.
a little bit.
Fuck off back to Middle Earth, you cunt.
So I didn't know
Oh,
this,
shit.
but Gollum, right?
Nice.
In the first Lord of the Rings. Sorry, I wait for Ada to stop talking.
Congratulations. You have
She's
unlocked
saying stuff. I just skip it
Building,
every
Minor
time.
Mark 1. Building,
You know?
storage
She doesn't
container.
deserve my
Hub feature,
time.
Additional biomass burner. 10th objective. Complete hub
In a way,
Thank
those,
you.
those CGI artists are like
Oh my God.
costume designers.
Just press enter, mate. Press enter.
Thank God you're not interfering. So the first Lord of the Rings,
Mm-hmm.
they took visual reference of Andy Serkis's face for Gollum. They obviously had his body mo-capped, but at the time they did not have facial motion capture. So they hand animated Gollum's face, matched to Andy Serkis's performance.
Fucking hell.
That was not just a straight one-to-one
Yeah.
mocap. And even then, there is no straight one-to-one mocapping where that performance is now this character. The amount of work done to clean it up and make it work with this body composition and
Yeah.
proportions and shit is a lot of fucking work.
But he was also, it's just, I see what you mean, but also he's basically saying his acting is completely discounted because it's CGI. So he isn't considered an actor, even though he was acting, and they're basing all of their emotion on his acting.
Yeah.
But it's not considered Oscar worthy. Do you not see why
Yeah.
that's a bit
I
shit?
can see why that.
I can see why they, obviously they should have a category for CGI, definitely. And I'm surprised they don't.
I just feel like
If they don't.
the VFX.
But you can see his
teams
point
are
of
just
view.
undervalued heavily anyway,
Yeah.
and that just kind of highlighted it a little more.
I
for
think
me.
the problem is that the other people are overvalued, actually. I think
Yeah,
that VFX
essentially.
people are doing a fucking job. There are
Yeah.
a million people doing very complicated jobs in the world, and they don't all have fucking awards. We don't need them.
The
Like,
only ones you ever see, though, I guess, are the actors.
yeah, there's people like Brad Pitt and stuff. And I mean, even Brad Pitt doesn't really give a fuck about Oscar. Like, you know, they're kind of embarrassed to be up there half the time. Like, he doesn't like giving speeches or receiving awards, apparently. But, like, yeah, ultimately, if you really drill it down, what's the point in any of the awards?
Well, yeah, well, of course, you can always say that. But
I
like,
guess it's motivational, isn't it?
it reminds me of the Grammys recently as well, where, you know, Billie Eilish, all of her music's done by, he's got a weird name. What's his name? Begins with F. But yeah, basically her brother.
Mm-hmm.
And even now I can't remember his name. See, that's how kind of
Flapple.
background he is.
Flip flap.
But essentially, he won like Best Producer of the Year award, right?
Phineas.
Phineas, that was it, yeah. But it was like shuffled to the end of the night. Hardly any people were actually in the actual auditorium, and they just wanted to go home. And it was just like, oh, Best Producer, there you go. And it's like that's kind of the
Yeah.
one of the
same
main
kind of thing.
aspects of music making is the fucking music, and that's so secondary to the person singing the fucking song that they were handed.
Yeah, it sucks.
Half the time, it's
It
just
sucks
like
balls.
shit. That's just
I'm-
zero appreciation for someone who
Even
actually
the-
spent time making the song.
Yeah,
Most
but
of
they
the
don't make
chart
music
toppers-
for awards. You don't make
No.
music. He probably didn't go,
It's
oh,
to get
I
all
can't wait to
celebrities
get the
Of course
the
not.
Enemy Award of the Year for this when
But
he
don't you
made
find
it.
that strange?
I think it's
that's not-
stupid.
not,
yeah, but I
like,
think the whole
honoured in a
fucking
similar way?
convention is stupid.
Well, yeah, of course. But like, while the convention exists, you should think that like, well, that music wouldn't exist for that person to sing to.
Yeah, well,
So why aren't they like?
producers are undervalued,
looked
if
at?
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, completely.
Producers do make a lot of money as well, though. As in, they are paid for their
Of
work.
course, but like, so is the main artist.
Yeah, but who the fuck cares? Like, as in,
Well, the person making it.
I think you only care if you care, if you know what I mean. Like, as in,
Yeah.
if he was really wound up about like
I don't think- yeah, I
not
can't
being
imagine
recognised by NME or like the audience in the room,
Well,
it
he
really
was
comes
in
down
this
to
case.
your self-worth and self-value. If he must know he's one of the best producers in the world right now because
He was
every
told it.
single thing they make is
I
selling.
think-
Well, he won
shit-
the award. Yeah, he
shitloads.
won the award.
Awards are
Of
good
course he won,
because
but
it's
it's
like a a physical, tangible thing to say, like getting a degree.
Yeah.
You could argue that I don't need the diploma or the certificate at the end. I've got all the knowledge anyway. What's the point in the ceremony? But it's like literally having that thing to say, to put on your CV or whatever, to say that accolade. I've got it. Like Medal of Honors in military, you display them because you can instantly recognize, oh, that person's got the credentials to be where they are.
I understand what you're saying to some degree with qualifications and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Obviously, they jazz it up because it's like, we've got all these celebrities in this one place.
yeah, and Purple
and
Hearts
they're
are
all
given to people who've just had their legs blown off and they want to make them feel a bit better.
Yeah, I mean,
That is the reality of
It's
it.
very different spectrums, so yeah.
yeah.
It really comes down to there are different ways of thinking about it, I suppose.
Yeah. It wasn't necessarily the award. I was pointing out the fact that like people don't consider the music being made that the person is singing. Like when you think about Justin Bieber, like when he made stuff with Skrillex and Diplo, you liked that music, didn't you? But did you like his first album? Fuck no.
No.
It wasn't your type of music. But
No.
the producers made that something you enjoyed. But they probably didn't get any type of credit in the same way that he did.
They
Do you know what I
probably
mean? They're very background in comparison. It's just very
Yeah.
interesting how that.
how that happens.
Yeah.
Well, because it's a lot harder to sell a producer than
Of
it
course,
is to
yeah.
sell Bieber as a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure those producers get paid a fair bit. You know, writers
Yeah, but
get lion's share
you're
of things.
equating payment with
Value.
value of actual work. You're saying as long as they get paid, doesn't matter if they're appreciated or not. That's what you're saying.
Pay them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
that's your opinion of it, and that's it's a shame.
I think it's a shame that people have to worry about receiving awards for things.
Yeah, but that's not the topic of. That's not the base of what I mean.
I think.
I mean valuing two things which should be valued the same.
So everything that we do is ultimately.
I think it's good to get recognition from other humans that what you're doing is a great thing.
But we clearly recognise them because we're talking about them. Like
Only because an award
yeah.
show exists.
I think.
But
that
yeah, they're saying like
everything gets boiled down to money. Like it's not a nice thing, but that's ultimately what it is. And
I think it helps other people, become aware of these people when they're all kind of put in the same place. And you wouldn't usually listen to that kind of music. They're like, oh, they just won an award. Who are they? I'm going to check them out. Kind of expose them to a different audience, right? Potentially.
yeah, but then again, like with the producers, like the people that are choosing those producers, the artists that are coming to these producers. I think the one with Billie Eilish and her brother is quite a unique situation. But a lot of artists, when they get it's like, for example, Diplo and Skrillex, like they got loads of business from other performing artists because they know that Justin Bieber had so much success, and like they will come to them. Other artists and other labels will come to those producers and say, we need an album produced for this artist. I just think that absolutely producers define sounds and they change things. I'm not undervaluing them at all. I'm saying that we overvalue the idea of awards. It's like, look at the Mercury Prize. How many that is a famous award for making artists go into obscurity. So there was there was a run of artists who received the Mercury Prize for music who just disappeared. I don't know. I think it's kind of strange to worry about awards personally.
Yeah, no, it wasn't awards. That wasn't my point. As in that. My point was literally just in terms of equating two people who make the same product.
How would you like to see that person recognized?
Well, he should go up there with her when she accepts her awards.
So it is about awards.
It's hard to say. Obviously, in this scenario, it was, yeah. But as in, you won't know that person unless they fucking get shouted about.
Yeah, there's
Well, he
there
actually
are
sings
people
himself,
who aren't front and center in productions, right? But then again, how often do you stick back behind a film and read all of the credits? It's the same deal. It's it takes thousands of people to make a blockbuster film, but
I guess you know the director. But I think
at the same time, though,
don't acknowledge
the credits are prefaced and given bigger font to the actors. That's an imbalance.
Yeah.
So,
but then without
why do they deserve it over the other people?
I don't know.
It's the same kind of thing.
You could say, if the lighting was shit in the whole film, the film would come out shit.
Seek out the lighting director and go, that guy's an asshole.
No, but this
just
is,
do
the world
credits.
isn't. The world isn't fair, and it's very difficult to make it.
It's probably
fair.
down to human nature, right?
Yeah,
because you
pretty
have more
much.
empathy with the actors because you see them on screen performing,
and they're communicating in an emotional way.
Light is just essentially light that lights up the actors that you enjoy looking at. Yeah, it's down to human nature.
Things are the way they are because of that, definitely. Like status quos are established because of what is the current state of mind and the current human nature. Because human nature changes, obviously, a lot. It's the prevailing consensus of things. is what human nature is. We're not all default. Although, Trot, you do love to express anal glands of dogs, which I feel is an odd thing to do. But
I think there should be an award ceremony for it.
you want
There should be. You should
chief
be
award
rewarded
ceremony.
for your anal specialties.
Yes.
He's the best around.
Yes.
He just is. He's got the concrete.
Dun 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 dun
People
dun.
really want us
Buddy,
to build
you're an
miners.
old
We
man,
should build
poor
miners,
man,
yeah.
gonna need a head, gonna have you somehow someday. Got mud on your face, big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place. Singing, we will rock you. Limestone, yeah, we will,
Fucking
we will rock you. Literally with limestone.
Are these craft benches or equipment workshops? These are craft benches down here, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
We need to make an equipment workshop, and then we can make them miners, I believe. Or is there an option to make a miner in here? Doesn't look
Doesn't
like
say
it.
there's an option in there. Have we unlocked that? Let's see. Hub upgrade 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it should be in the.
Okay, so I need
Equipment workshop?
iron plates and iron rods. But
Yeah, maybe award ceremonies for movies should be given to the movie
They
and
normally
everyone
do, yeah.
involved in that movie.
Sometimes they are, aren't they? Certain categories.
Yeah, I think that should be it.
what happens to the award? Or just people
Well,
go,
it's just
yes,
like
that was
Everyone
a good
takes a
film.
piece.
like when a game studio, they just have them in the lobby of that game studio. But then a film, once they're wrapped up, that's it. Because the studio, fucking studios just take it. Who the fuck knows?
Big man someday.
God, concrete takes a lot of resources.
Has anybody
Everybody.
got any more iron before I go back and start smacking
no,
it?
we only need like
No.
one plate to get to the next stage and a lot of limestone.
I'm just going to build us some
Getting the
miners. That was
limestone.
my
I'll do the rest of the
my
limestone.
concept,
Okay.
my plan.
Big ting ting.
Let's go hammer. Let's hammer some limestone,
Hammer to
eh?
fall.
Crush some limestone beneath us, eh? Oh, eh?
You can
Little
right
wee
click a
bastard
building
you
in the
are.
menu and add to to-do list. That's what I did for the two crafty things. You can create a little shopping list for yourself. Hey, this is my rock.
Fuck you.
You little bitch.
I'm taking this impure limestone for myself, you sick bastard.
Only you made it impure.
Screw you. The moment I craft a gun, I'm going to shoot you. That's how we're working now.
Are there any other songs
The Cold War of our own.
have this dominant drum beat in it?
Wait, you guys can hear a song?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Dun dun ja. Dun,
Oh,
dun,
right. I
ja.
thought something was playing and I couldn't.
No,
I
it's
couldn't
when
hear
you're
it.
smashing into a
I thought I was missing out
resource.
on some
No, we're just
round
tapping
and
away.
twist.
We're just tapping away
I'm
like
not missing out on
maniacs.
round and twist, am I?
No, that's not playing right now. For
No.
good reason.
There it is.
There it is.
No.
What are you building over there? What's that?
That's
Little hut?
this is the equipment workshop. It will allow
Nice.
us to build
Lovely.
the miners.
Finally, miners.
Chilean bastards. A lot. To a man.
Gobble gobble.
Oh.
Popo bro fed nut so $5.
Oh.
Alex, I heard you were going to Africa. Will there be vlogs about your time there? Will the
don't
whole
think-
crew be going?
No.
Thank for the content, gents.
Thank.
Fortunately not. No.
He said you have to get yellow fever, and we were like,
It's
no,
a personal
probably not.
trip
It's,
to get yellow fever.
Well, you're doing a friends thing there.
yeah,
friends
I'm
reunion
going
thing.
to.
He's hoping to make friends
I'm going,
there.
to
TV show.
I'm going to a wedding. My friend's getting married in Kenya, and I'm going over there to make sure that the last remnants of the British Empire still hang on. You know. Reason for visit.
How's that going to work?
Reason for visit imperialism. How's that going to work? I don't
Do that-
know.
yeah, do
I
the-
know nothing about growing tea, Ross.
Imperialism, please. I'd like to. Business, pleasure, or imperialism? Well, the third one, obviously.
Yeah.
I've upgraded hub. Trot.
You upgraded the
The
hub.
6th upgrade is there. So we're now
There it
tier
is.
1 base building stuff. So that'll be the next milestone.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
So shove. It needs 100 iron plates, 100 rods, and 200 concrete.
Right, I've put a miner on the
Fine.
nearest copper,
Oh,
miner on
lovely.
the nearest limestone, and a miner on the nearest iron.
That's what we're talking about. That's progress.
So when you get there, you should just be able to loot them, scoot them,
Boom.
and then shoot 'em.
Perfect.
And
Excellent.
then get them out of that bloody hole. I've been watching the new Narcos Mexico series. Have you
Oh,
guys-
yeah.
Season
I've not checked
2's
it out
just
yet.
come out.
Oh.
Very good. Fairly nice.
Very
the
good.
aesthetic is mwah.
Are there any sex scenes?
Oh, none yet, actually, I don't think.
Oh.
There's quite a few sex scenes in the original
Okay.
Narcos, and there haven't been any. In fact, no, I'm gonna contact Ofcom about that
Please
one.
Yeah,
do.
if you could.
Yeah.
It's not enough sex scenes in this
Well,
one.
I pay for my
throwing that-
Netflix subscription,
Yeah.
and I want to see some free porn. If I'm honest
Exactly,
with
please. Thank you. That would be
you,
great.
Pornhub is not filling the quota.
It's not. And
I want actors I respect to get nude.
please encourage them to become naked for me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, minor. Season 1 was
Weird.
poor. They didn't like it.
What, season 1 of Mexico? It's
Okay.
it's definitely different. It's definitely different to the original. It doesn't have, obviously, some of the key actors which made the original Narcos so impactful. But I actually really quite like it.
Madness.
I think the aesthetic and design and
It's
stuff
uranium.
has come on.
Yeah, don't go near it.
Uranium.
Yeah, sorry, I just ran up to uranium.
And you've got radiation levels. There you
And
go.
I've got radiation leveled. Yeah. Oops. Silly me.
Have you ever? Ah,
Felt
felt
like this.
I mean, yes, compared to the original Narcos anyway, but like saying that Narcos Mexico is poor and then having stuff like Riverdale exist, it's like, is it?
let it be.
Let it be. It's got craftsmanship,
It's different.
you know, like it's beautiful, and then you've got just inane banality of some of the bollocks. You know, I can understand why people like Sabrina. I think Sabrina's like a better take on Riverdale. Like Riverdale's just like, this dude's the head of a biker gang. You're like, the fuck?
Have you ever?
Riverdale shit on purpose. That's what they tell you.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
We wrote it bad. On purpose.
Because isn't it like based off the Archie comics?
Yes.
Which is something which I still don't. I've not read them all.
Well,
Know of them. I know of them through American.
Yeah, I mean, like
popular
95% of the people that watch Riverdale, I'm sure, have never read one either.
Right.
Like,
you don't need that knowledge.
no,
It's just straight into the.
like, okay, I get why
banal.
people like Riverdale. I'm not gonna launch into it.
You fucking love it.
I don't want. It's not my
You're a
enemy
fan.
number one.
Get deep.
You're a fan.
There's like my
You watch
number
Riverdale,
one
then
enemy.
You watch RuPaul and you
My number one
wank yourself to
faux
death.
pas, like the worst thing, the things I just cannot watch on television is anything with a panel of judges. Like, oh god,
that shitty.
Just-
masked.
yeah, just anything, any pop,
American
any
Idol,
like singing
X
show
Factor.
with judges. I don't care. Like,
Drives him nutty.
it really makes me insane, Trot. Like, especially since there's now the trend of like people with no, like you were saying earlier, qualifications of any kind judging other people, and it's like, yeah, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're like losing their mind, like this is going to be the greatest experience of their life. And they're like, I really want that record deal.
So when Talisa was on X Factor,
Oh, fuck
As a
me.
judge. she was the judge.
God.
That is interesting.
I do love The Masked Singer, though. Mainly because I love Uncanny Valley stuff. You know, like humanoid animals. Oh, sign me up.
Now
No,
we're
it
talking.
Humanoid
That's the
animals.
reason. He's
Take a
furry.
pig, but make it walk around like a man, and I am there.
Does Dragon's Den count as a show with judges?
Yes, it does. But they're not judging. They're investing.
Yeah.
They're very different things. They're
No,
not-
it's different.
but they are judging at the same time.
It's sometimes
They're
interesting.
judging the shitness of their product.
At least with Dragon's Den, there's an element of originality because the people bringing their projects and stuff in are new ideas. But like the thing with like fucking like Pop Idol and X Factor and all that stuff, it has been done to death.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's that animated sketch about the Fine Bros, was it, or
Oh, the
where they're
flogging,
kicking
yeah.
the dead horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that. Like, I love whoever did that animation.
Yeah.
Who was that?
it like Psycho Pebbles, was it?
I can't remember, but it's fucking fantastic.
Which unfortunately YouTube has once again pushed more of those animators off
Away
the platform.
because it's, yeah.
Which is lovely. YouTube
And ironically encouraged more creators like the Fine Bros to exist on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's great, isn't it? It's great. People tell me why I'm always so negative. Why am I?
Especially for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da-ba.
Oh man.
I
The
like
early
cooking
stage.
shows. I can vibe with cooking shows.
With judges?
What you mean like Bake Off?
Liar!
Yeah, a little bit of Bake Off, not too much Bake Off, but like cooking shows like MasterChef, I actually really enjoy because
Yeah.
like that you're like,
That's got judges.
it does chop, but they're also very
It's so
experienced
horrifying.
chefs. Like,
What about the judge?
absolutely, there are double standards here, Trot. There are hypocrisy. You can't escape it in a modern world, especially a connected world, Trot. There's always a way to disprove someone's
Kind of
opinion.
world that has award ceremonies in it. Fuck.
Fuck those worlds.
I just feel like people shouldn't need the idea, shouldn't need to feel like other people's opinions matter. You know, as in like, don't
Well,
rip
yeah.
don't rip yourself up about it, basically. But no, it's beyond that. It's not just about individuals. It's just X Factor. That's just garbage television, isn't it? Garbage television making pricks rich.
Making pricks rich. Can we get another miner? I think it might be
I'm
useful.
putting another one on the island.
There's
because
3 so far out.
I might make another one for another limestone deposit.
See, I stole one from the copper because we need more iron right now. Do
We need more limestone right now. Look at
Oh
that.
shit, we do. How much more do you?
I'll
Oh,
just
200. Fuck. Okay, I'll bring one to you then, Trot.
Ross, what do you think of Greg Wallace? You love him, don't you? I mean, he's a character.
He's a
isn't he?
character.
He's a character.
I think that works. Although I find him quite funny in parts, but he is very cringy. And also that specific show, inside the factory, which is just over the top. Everything he says is over the top. Where are you, Trot? I'm trying to find you.
There's something about that gleeful,
Yeah.
childlike glee, right?
Oh look, the air blows it.
Oh, bloody!
And then the wrong ones get blown away.
Oh, God. If
Fucking
you don't know what I'm talking
this.
about, there's a guy called Greg Wallace who I'm sure has either been exported to the US or will be exported to the US.
Oh man.
Basically, it's called Inside the Factory, where they go inside factories. There's other people,
Yeah.
there's other hosts, I will say, but Greg Wallace is in it, and Greg Wallace became famous in the UK for hosting MasterChef
MasterChef,
alongside
yeah.
somebody else. Greg Wallace is a fruit and veg distributor, as far as I'm aware.
Oh yes. That is
So he's not actually a chef, but he does know that. He doesn't lean into it. He just says he loves puds, doesn't he? He always loves the.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, you're making me puds. It's like,
Oh, that pie looks delightful.
Greg, I think you're meant to be more critical. He's a big inspiration for the Orcs as well.
He is.
But who everyone loved. You know,
Of course. Well, that's it.
everybody loved the
them.
Orcs.
Not annoying.
But yeah, Greg Wallace is like finding out how to express a dog's anal glands. How do you think that would go? Oh, look at that!
Right, so I've got to put my finger right through here. Oh, blimey! It's squishy. Oh, it's stinky. Because there is a CBBC quality to him as well. Like, in terms of he'll still be safe for kids in that sense. But God, it's so fun.
Which is more than you can say for a few fucking television presenters, am I right? Am I Rolf Harris?
Rolf Harris. Well, Rolf Harris is old news.
Well, that doesn't mean it's not
I know,
true.
but name someone.
Name
current.
someone current. All right, you want a new scandal, do you?
Yeah, who presents anything now?
Don't know. Who's an obvious one? Who's a sitter? You know, when it, like we look back and we're like, we should have seen it coming. Who are those? But you know, what about David?
What about that little fucking
David
claymation
Dimbleby?
character? That's a pervert right there.
What's it called?
Morph.
Morph.
Yeah,
Morph's a fucking pervert. All right.
yeah.
Morph molested me.
Any of the presenters from
Could be any shape.
that auction show where they take things to
Oh, what?
bargain something or another?
Fucking Bargain Hunt or the weird guy from Bargain Hunt?
Both of them.
Wait, one of them's already been
Oh really?
told.
Yeah, David Dimbleby. No, David
gone?
Dimbleby
Or did
was
he
the
die? No,
presenter
he
of
might have
Question
died.
Time.
That's
David
different.
Dickinson is the guy I'm thinking of.
Hang on, Bargain Hunt. This...
And then who's the other guy from David?
Either one of them died or one of them was.
Holly Willoughby is a long shot, but I respect the call. Keith Lemon, nah, too weird. He's too out there with it.
Which guy is it?
David is just his name, not a title. Who the fuck's saying David Dickinson's a title? Dimbleby's from Question Time. Yeah, he is, yeah. I don't think. Rachel Riley is just an alt-right mentalist.
I mean, this wasn't. So Tim Wanacott is a presenter of Bargain Hunt, or was, sorry, but he was suspended after fighting with producers.
Ah, okay.
Now I don't know if that's a fist fight.
Oil fighting.
It's obviously some sort of
Or
argument.
was it an oil fight? Was it a wrestle?
But he
it's a
was the
sexy
mustached man from Bargain Hunt. But I don't think he left on negative grounds in that sense. In the sense that you would expect a television presenter to go.
It was a fracas.
It was a fracas of sorts. I don't think he actually physically fought anyone. It was more of a probably a dispute over pay, or maybe that he didn't find enough bargains. Who
Well,
knows?
I can
The budget's gone up.
imagine like a host in that environment, and the producers are like, "We need to get this, this, and this."
Harry
They're probably
Hill.
getting pretty stressed out, right? When it's like,
Yeah.
"For fuck's sake, do we not have enough of me talking to pensioners?"
Jesus.
Oh, we're really excited to see what we can get for this little like fucking teapot
Right,
we
you got
bought with us.
£4 for your teapot.
You know,
How'd you feel?
well,
Oh,
great. Yeah, it's the most exciting thing that's
yeah.
happened to me in about 25 years since I retired.
£4 is better than the £2 we paid for it. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
That's a 100% profit.
Yeah, really
That's
chuffed.
100%
Another
profit, but
such
really
words.
dull and boring.
Oh yeah.
Watch Storage Hunters. You get
Oh.
more crazy kooky shit.
That
Are they-
that's
they're-
just a chest opening mechanic televised.
Yes, it is. But they're also are they planting? That's good shit in there.
Oh,
they are, aren't they?
They must be at this
There's
point.
no way they're just finding random ones.
Wow.
Oh, let's film it randomly and hope for the best. They're all going to be half empty
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah, definitely. Or full of sofas.
Yeah.
And like shit people nobody wants. Like, how often do you fill a storage space with lots of valuables and then forget about it?
And then just go, oh, actually, I won't go back for those.
Or like
I mean, obviously, half of them are like offenders in some way. There's some
Yeah,
sort of,
true.
they're in jail or whatever. They
televising
couldn't pay
stealing
for
from
the
the
storage.
stealers.
Yeah.
What about a show where you just repatriate the property of other people to them? That wouldn't be exciting, would it? That wouldn't be interesting. Hello, we've got your sofa, and we've
Brought
got
it back.
we've got a kettle, which we think might be worth £4 at auction. So we thought you'd want it back. Can you fuck off, please? No,
Get
I'm
out
not.
my
I'll
house.
pay you £4 to fuck off. Who are you?
Get out of my house.
Oh, but we've brought it.
Yeah,
We've
but
brought this Teletubby
no.
doll from the mid-90s, which has lost its little screen on its belly. And most of the hair has become smooth. Did you ever have that with dolls where they'd have hair and eventually the hair would fall out and you just get like the smooth
Yeah.
matte texture?
Yeah, it's horrible.
I had it with my Action Man all the time.
Oh,
Fucking
annoying, isn't it?
nightmare.
Bloody
Yeah.
God, the maintenance. on
What
these
Action had
Man.
hair?
That's
Oh,
the thing,
whoa,
you
what do
see.
you mean?
Some of them had, instead of just the plastic
was just
form, they'd have like a
These are like the
a s-
OG.
Oh, it would
Yeah.
be like a flocking.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a flock.
Yeah, I remember the fuzz.
Yep.
The fuzz cut on the really old ones. Those are like basically the carbon clones of.
Well, Trot, you'll be happy to know that I sold them at auction
Right.
for £4 more than my parents bought them at.
Brilliant.
I'm laughing.
What did you do with that money?
Well, I spent the £6.
Well, I got an Uber home,
I got an Uber home.
and I spent it all on the Uber.
Did somebody take
Fuck.
the miner from this copper deposit here?
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what.
You
I
explained
definitely
that.
100%
Oh,
did
where'd you put
because
it?
the limestone was desperate. So
yeah, fair enough.
it's currently mining.
I've done
extra
enough
limestone.
concrete. We can take it back. Oh, no, I
Okay.
haven't. No, I've got loads to do.
Well-
I've really badly mathed that. Sorry. Need to get like 77.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I'm
might
digging.
start collecting. I might start collecting Action Man again.
Yeah, get back in it.
When
Get back
once
in.
I have the space for another stupid
That
hobby.
sounds like a video to me.
Yeah.
Collecting our old favorite
Toys.
toys again.
That sounds like a really good idea, Trot.
I've got biker mice already.
It's very,
No problem.
Why don't we just
it's
think
wholesome, Trot,
videos
as well.
like this
Quite
like,
wholesome.
regularly?
Then we piss on it and then express our anal glands.
well, that's where it is.
Perfect.
That's gonna make the,
Now it's a
that's
Hat
the
Films video.
Now we're
That's
talking.
the video we're talking about.
Wow, this has viral potential.
It
Oh
has.
no, wait, they're being Hat Films
Ah,
again.
they've shat
Fuck's
on them. They've
sakes.
now they've expressing the anal glance of an Action Man.
Oh, they're literally shooting themselves in the foot there. Good.
And they're burning the Action Man. For God's sake.
What if we like sent an Action Man to space? Like actually to
I would
space.
like to.
So we get a helium balloon or a hydrogen balloon,
Or
and we send them up into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
here's an idea. All
Yeah.
the different themes of Action Man, we
Yeah.
actually put them in the real scenario.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I mean, some of them are designed
like
for war
mountain
zones,
bike
Trot. I
Action
mean,
Man, we attach them to a mountain
Okay.
bike, or like the snow mobile. one.
Basically, we're creating ads for Action Man again.
That's what
Yeah,
that is. That's
but better.
It works in a
I'd-
we can
I'd-
contact them.
I'd like
Contact
to
the guys at
spend-
Action Man and see if anyone watching. Are you into Action Men? Because
is Action
we
Man
can
still
make this
going?
work.
I assume Action Man's still going, right?
You
Max Steel kind of.
Oh,
did
Max
right.
Steel was dope as well.
Action.
Although a little bit too old. We were too old for Max Steel,
too
but
old for that one.
it was a cool show.
I would have loved it.
Oh my God, ActionMan.com takes you to like the old school Action Men.
Really.
Yeah, unless they are the no. These are like basic level Action Men. These are
Argos. What's in the Argos?
like 1930s kind of.
Ross, check
Okay,
the Argos.
Check the
store.
Argos catalog. Hang on.
Get the Argos website up and check for action figures or
I'll
something.
go to Amazon. Oh wait, oh fuck me. They rebranded. Oh no, that's the Action Man. I know. Action Man Vintage Hasbro 1997 bungee jump. Wow, it's £100 for that one. It's a vintage one.
Go on eBay. Get some good
Which one is that?
See, there's a
The
one,
bungee jump
There's
one.
an Action Man Bowman with real firing bow action by Action Man.
I had that one.
Yeah, that one. That's 50 quid now, mate.
Wow.
Fuck me, I
Think
should
how
have
much
held on
that'd be
to them.
worth. if
I
you
used to have a whole box
boxed
full of
it.
Me
accessories.
too. I
Or
used to I had a hardware box, you know, when
Yeah.
you put like nails and shit in, but it was like waist height, had loads of different
Yeah.
trays and drawers in it. Had like a little tray for grenades and stuff like that. Had one
Nice.
for belts. Had so much stuff.
Belts, just belts.
His hair is just painted on. by the
In
way.
some of them.
Do you
In
remember
some
the
new
belts?
Ones, these ones, sorry.
Where you got the little plastic pistol where you could holster it.
Mm. Do you
75.
remember the space suit? It had a jetpack on the
Yeah.
back of it.
I didn't have the jetpack one. There was a lot of difference. Did it!
It's a lot.
Ready to
Nice.
launch the pod?
Do it,
Yeah,
Bish.
nice.
I'll watch it from out here.
Okay.
Launch.
Oh, there it goes.
Ah, base building.
I do love the animations in this game.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Get up there, son.
Do you remember the suicide vest? I don't remember that Action Man.
That
no.
was his enemy,
No,
wasn't
that
it?
wasn't. I don't think that's.
That was his evil enemy.
Mr.
It's
X.
from 1999.
ISIS man.
ISIS man. That's
ISIS man.
Was that in the original comic?
Who's the one that had like radiation? as their
Oh, that was Doctor something or other.
Gangrene, or-
Yeah, Gangrene was. Yeah, it was Gangrene. Doctor Gangrene
thing? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
or Doctor X.
Let's go on eBay.
Was it Doctor X? Trot.
Dr. X, yeah, that makes sense. Something X.
Doctor Sex.
Dr.
Dr.
Sex.
Sex.
Dr.
I
Sex.
think it was Dr. Sex.
You took his hat off and it was just a dildo.
Yeah.
Oh, his head's perfectly shaped like a dildo.
Kids just don't know what the fuck.
Dr.
What the hell
Sex.
is this?
Doctor Triple X.
Space elevator.
Trot, what would you say your favorite Vin Diesel film is?
Triple X.
Is it? What about Triple
No.
X 2?
It's the original fucking what's it called?
Fast and Furious? The first one
Riddick.
where he comes
Pitch Black.
Riddick.
Chronicles of-
Pitch Black.
Is it called Pitch Black?
Yeah.
It is called Pitch Black.
Is it
There's
actually?
Chronicles of Riddick after that, yeah.
Yeah, Riddick's second. It's the sequel.
Ah, wow. He wasn't in Triple X 2. Who was in Triple X 2? That was some other guy, right? Was Ice Cube in there? Or Ice T?
Which
Ice
one?
Cube.
Iron Giant.
Wasn't that Ice Cube? Yeah.
You stay, I go. Fucking hell, that guy would be great as a tree.
It was Ice Cube in Triple X 2. Billy Ray Cyrus and Mulholland Drive. What? People are just saying things now. Dick B. Dick Dick.
What's up, ma'am?
Pod will return in 10 seconds. It's coming in.
Coming in, let's watch this landing. Very gentle, very professional.
What have you got
Look
for
at
us,
that.
Pod?
Very nice. Wow.
So good.
Trot, what's it giving us?
We're at tier 2 now, so we can do.
Concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Depends what we want. Depends what we want. Logistics? Do we want logistics like conveyors and stuff?
I
Well, there's
would
also
like to
field
see
research.
the options.
Yeah. Have a look on that. Have a gander. Have a gander.
Sorry, it's yawning. What the fuck is a man? Modular.
It's the one that breaks down like plant matter.
Do
and
we
stuff.
want? Oh, there's tier 2 stuff as well. Or are you trying to do them piece by piece?
Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just do logistics just to like get that one out of the way because it looks fairly simple.
Yeah.
And then onto field research. Then tier 2, yeah, you can also select other stuff, but I think it's best to
yeah. Follow the
follow in tier. Yeah, go for it. Do you want to? I could have just selected
Do
it,
it.
but okay.
slut.
I mean, that is hurtful.
I'm close.
Partly because of the truth that lies within the slight.
Is it though? Because you don't feel anything.
We should move our
Yeah,
mines off of the limestone for a minute,
The iron one has stopped.
Good shout, Ross.
as we don't need it right now.
I'd like to suggest a quick impromptu kissing session.
You always suggest that, though.
Well, because nobody ever agrees to it.
Dear Christ.
Have you considered that I may be satiated if
yeah, maybe.
you just fucking puckered
Or
up?
maybe you just never quit.
I've had to resort to kissing Mochi's anal glands.
He's there just puckering her up. I'll express her. Don't mind me. It's just puckering up. It's the only lips they'll kiss. Bloody butthole. Come here.
Come here, please.
Please. Come on. Come on, Mochi. Mochi, come on.
Come on.
Let's not fuck around.
Come on, son.
Let's make it happen. I'm sick of fucking around. He's getting her. He's grabbing her. Dear Christ. The mochis. There's not enough mochis in chat for this. She's an innocent little dog.
She's
all right?
sleeping. She
Of
don't
course
want to
she's
move.
sleeping, yeah.
Actually, Cobalt MP, we went back round to Mochi's, but we have been talking about other things. But welcome back.
Villa Common. We'd like to go full circle sometimes. It could be sexual harassment in the workplace for a mochi.
What?
Potentially. I'd
She
like to
doesn't
see-
have the same rights as human beings.
She doesn't. It's your dog, and he owns the dog, for God's sake, and he's laughing at your claims.
Dog rights.
Pull the other one. That's why Trot is so, for dog rights and in fact getting them into the process of lawmaking, which seems an extreme leap
Yeah.
from just ensuring that,
Doesn't seem sensible, does it? But he's gone for it anyway.
But then again, that's Trot in a nutshell, isn't
He
it?
contacted his MP.
What?
You contacted your MP, and of course, the first thing they said is,
Sounds rough.
"Oh yeah, they get.
Yeah.
You must be barking, mate." That's what they said.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't they?
Classic.
And
Didn't they,
you'll
Trot?
roll your eyes and realise
I set my dogs on them.
MPs don't do fuck all.
And
I
then
said,
Mochi
well-
rips their throat out.
Yeah. Woof woof, bitch. It's their like
And then
clawing at
drive
their
off into
throat
the
as it's
sunset.
the main artery is just pissing blood out, and I'm like, woof woof, bark on that, bitch, curb stomp, and then walk out.
Just a
Just gotta finish them off.
casual
haven't
curb stomp.
you?
You don't get many of them. Many options to do a curb stomp, but
You
dogs
take
are-
them. You
dogs are
take
great height
every.
for it,
You
yeah.
know, you miss
They're on the
every
way
curb
out.
stomp you don't take.
sees the curb, lines it up. Perf.
You just really got to consider my point of view on dog law. Ultimately, that
Dog, yeah.
it's what's missing. It's that empathy, that constant desire from dogs to please humans. When do humans ever really want to like selflessly give to other humans with at their entire expense? Dogs want to do that all the time. Put them in power,
Well, they want food though.
huh?
They
You
do
can
want-
give them food. Food's easy.
Oh. Yeah, but then what if they want all the food?
They don't need much to
I
be
know
happy.
Some dogs will just never quit. They'll just keep eating until they throw up.
What if they form packs and
And then the food's pointless.
Aggression gets involved. You're talking about nice dogs, you know. What about the naughty dogs,
Yeah.
Trot?
Well,
What do we
the
do with
nice
naughty
dogs are in
dogs?
power. The naughty dogs get euthanized.
Oh, Jesus!
Jeez, it turned into something else.
Oh, Trot.
You're talking about dog Hitler
Oh,
action.
it's not my
This is
choice.
literally Dog Hitler.
It's not my choice.
Like, we try to move away from dog
It's
Hitler.
the dogs.
Oh.
Right, psychopathic.
It's dog eat dog.
Psychopathic dog Hitler.
It's dog eat dog.
Dogland, Uber Alice.
Alright, no more dog talk, Trump.
Why not?
You, especially you.
Especially you, Trot.
Don't
Yeah.
silence the dogs.
Look,
We're not silencing dogs, Trot. We're silencing you, you goddamn maniac.
I am the messenger. Without
Saw
me,
you check
the
out the
dogs
dog
can't
shelters.
speak.
Oh, you're just a mouthpiece, are you?
I'm
Fuck
just a
off,
mouth-
Goebbels.
yeah.
The mouth of Mochi.
You're the anal glands of Mochi, spewing your vitriol all over a unsuspecting vet.
Dogs
Why-
have
that's why
rights.
he's offering the service.
Ah!
If their anal glands aren't tip top,
Mm.
bam, euthanized.
I'm in.
They're gone.
Can I see your anal glands?
Please.
Maybe that's what dogs are doing every time they sniff each other's butts.
Right.
You know, they go around to check out the anal
You
gland
haven't-
situation.
It literally is.
You ought
that.
to be expressed by now.
A lot of their DNA and hormones are expressed through their anal glands.
Wow.
See, Trot, that's an alternative. The bad dogs should be put into dogfighting, but then you could give them their freedom, like a gladiator, if they win enough bouts.
Again, this is not down to me. This is just what the dogs want.
Do you have the strength of a dog fighter?
I'd love a themed gladiator show with dogs.
Down,
Yeah.
Having
down,
each
down.
of their own personalities and costumes.
That's
yes.
like Crufts, though, like the Crufts agility courses.
Yeah, but cross is for humans. You know?
So you want a show made...
By dogs for dogs.
I don't think dogs can operate cameras very easily. I think it's going to be a tough one, Trot.
Yeah.
We're going to have
but
to figure out a way to strap the camera to their head so they can at least stand looking in the right position. But then get bored and then turn around and start scratching their ass or...
Chris Trot on dogs. It's like Ross Kemp. We actually, well, I say we, I was really behind this idea, as in, like, in terms of I was very excited for it. Chip Trot, where we just take Trot to a vet's to get him chipped. Are there any vets or well, I know there's a couple of groomers in the chat. What is the feasibility about getting a human being chipped like a dog at a vet?
microchipped. Yeah.
Because Trot, you weren't really against it, were you?
Not really. No, it'd be quite useful.
Then we'd have his nuts removed, yeah.
You scam me and find out all my details and stuff.
Hashtag Chip Trot.
Who
Exactly.
my owner is. Who would be my owner?
Me and Ross.
Joint ownership.
You could just be a stray. I think
could
you
be a
should...
stray.
You know, yeah, but he's chipped. Like the whole point of a
chipped.
chip is to like.
To team ownership.
Can you be owned by a building?
Trot, if you get chipped, me and Ross will get a civil partnership. How about
Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah. I'll be your dog.
that? The most fucked up relationship ever.
Weird.
Me and Ross are like, oh yes, we actually have a civil
we've had
partnership.
our son's been shipped.
Yeah, and this is our dog.
Hi, I've been chipped.
Doesn't
I've
look like
actually
a
been.
dog.
It's
Could
the
you
most
get-
insane
You're gonna walk
thing.
on all fours. Trump.
Could you get me an engraved dog collar?
Yeah. What do you want it to say?
Well, my name, Chris
Yeah.
Trot, and then
Not the middle name then.
Owned by Ross and Trot. Smith
put the
and
acronym.
Ross.
Yeah. This isn't a pet play kink. This is just a hilarious situation where two straight men are in a civil relationship and they own a boy.
Microchip dog.
A microchip human.
I'm just more curious how you're going to walk, Trot. Are you going to walk on all fours, knees down,
It's not
or
going
you
to
can-
change me.
or are you going to wander around
Not gonna
as you
change me.
are?
Now we're getting into play stuff.
Well, I want to know how you're going to wander around. It's just because do
Normal.
you go
Normally.
all the way to the ground, or do you use your legs normally? However, we'll need to give you some
I'm
sort
not
of
going to start acting like a dog.
device
Just
for your
because I've
hands.
been chipped. All right?
I just want to know.
Are you going to act like
you're not going to act like
a
a dog.
couple?
I'm going to act like a dog.
I
owner.
am, yeah. I'm lean really
I'm
into
going to
it.
get my newspaper out when
Yeah,
something goes wrong.
Hey, hubby! I'm going to be really
No.
leaning into it. And then I'm going to be really sad when Ross doesn't get me something at Valentine's Day.
I'm just going to have to match your guys' energy
Yeah.
levels, I
Except
guess.
you're gonna have to go missing now and then, so we have to find you using the chip.
And just
Oh, he was
miss.
chipped. Yeah, we'll
Right,
find
check
him.
the phone. Hurry up. Check his GPS. Oh, look, he's around the back again. In the alleyway. He's pissing in the alleyway on his own.
This will be the weirdest video ever.
Oh, he's eating his own shit again.
Just really lean
Disgusting.
into it, you know.
Ugh, that'd be so strange. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable
more?
with this idea.
I think you're uncomfortable with the
I
fact
think
you
you're
think
too
you'd be comfortable.
I think
This
I'm
is
going
the
to like
thing.
it too much.
This
yeah.
is the thing. I think that's what you're most worried about. It's like, oh, this sounds weird, but
I'm going to be too into it.
hmm.
And it's going to reveal a lot.
Dog collars, Trot. Dog collars.
Well, I'm in. Oh, fuck, I made a load of rods then.
Yeah, guess what? I filled that
I
slot,
just
bitch.
snuck in there and did all the
Filled
rods.
that motherfucking slot, motherfucker.
Son of a
Trot,
bitch.
you're only allowed to poo outside, and every time you poo inside, even in a toilet, we're going to put your face in it.
Fair enough.
Look what you did, you little animal.
did.
Look what you did.
That's not how you
Can't
train a
believe you
dog.
did this.
I know it's not.
You really
I know it's not.
shouldn't
No,
do
no. I want to enhance all of the tropes of negative dog training, but with
Right.
you, a human being.
You'll be in a cage.
Shock collars.
For the first few years, Trot, you'll stay in a cage.
Yeah.
Just
gonna-
so that we can get you used to the place.
I'm going to give you
What-
strictly wet food as well.
Oh, you're only
no.
going wet. I was going to go pure dry.
Yeah, well, that's good, but apparently, wet makes the shits really smelly, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
but he would hate dry. Crunching on dry, I mean, imagine it. Just imagine crunching on dry food all the time. That's shit.
It
That would suck.
really suck.
Nobody wants to eat just dry food.
Spray him with a water bottle. Have a perimeter around his house that if he goes outside, he gets
Yeah.
shocked.
I think over time, the Pavlovian response
Launching.
will be very,
I'll
very
be
much
full
alive.
dog by then. It's like human
You will be
centipede.
full dog, yeah.
Milestone reached.
Yeah, off you
Wow.
go.
There it goes.
Split and lift to increase the complexity
Fantastic.
You can only travel in the boot of cars that have a grid up.
Yeah, of course. Safety.
It sounds like a
That's a
video
passenger
idea.
safety thing.
It does sound like a video idea, doesn't it?
Make Trot a dog.
We made Chris Trot our dog for the day. It's pretty demeaning. Like, in terms of, like, obviously me and Ross would find it funny, but Trot is having to role play a dog.
Yeah.
And typically,
I'm going to match
are you okay with that?
your guys' energy, like I said before.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
So
lean
be an
as
aggressive
heavily into a
dog.
dog as you guys are cohabited
So we might not lean into
in
that.
civil partnership.
I think the crux of I think the thing is you make a thumbnail and sort of title for the video that says our friend lived like a dog for a day. You think, haha. You make a thumbnail and title that says two cis white men get into a civil partnership
Get a
because they
laugh
find
out
it
of-
funny.
Get a laugh out of
You're
civil
going to
partnership.
attract two different kinds of comments,
Yeah,
aren't you? That's the
fair.
thing.
That's a fair point.
Like, demean a man and turn him into a dog, everyone laughs. Pretend to be in a partnership that's represented in law, and everyone loses their mind.
This all goes back
I thought that
to
was the point of civil
how people
partnerships.
treat
So
dogs.
Anyone could get married to anyone, isn't that the point?
Yes.
Regardless of your reason.
But it is kind of still sort of, you don't want to take the piss out of it, do you? Like,
people do it for serious
Sure.
reasons.
maybe it shouldn't matter.
I mean,
Maybe you
you would
can
be-
take the piss out of it. Maybe that's truly fair. Is that, yeah,
You've given me this right.
yeah.
I'm going to use it.
Maybe a civil partnership shouldn't be necessary for a couple to have their rights
shouldn't-
enshrined in law.
Shouldn't be necessary
Right.
for a YouTube video.
Well, no.
But
Maybe we could just tell
that's-
people. We could lie about it. You know that
yeah, you could do that.
in the UK, you can get an HPV vaccine, and you can get it free if you're bisexual or gay. But straight white men like us, Ross, we're gonna have to pay for that HPV vaccine. And I think that's fucking outrageous.
The hell?
You're annoyed.
That's actually true.
But surely there's,
I
high-
don't really
there's,
care.
there's a risk factor there.
Yeah,
Higher
there's
risk
probably
if
an
you're not.
increased risk of
So
there's an increased risk of contracting HPV. Perhaps that might. I don't know whether there's any stats behind that, but I see where you're coming from.
I don't know. I mean,
But you could
that's
just
why
say
that-
you're
that
bi, right?
must
Just
be
like,
there, right?
yeah, I haven't fucked a guy, but I find him quite attractive. You know, especially you, Chris Trot. Especially when you're wearing your dog
Damn.
costume.
The dog costume.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the HPV vaccine. Keep up.
I know. Things
What-
you're saying.
About what?
Well, you don't want to be
The way you
vaccinated, right?
crudely defined your
vaccinated.
bisexuality just then. I wouldn't fuck him, but
I wouldn't fuck Chop, but I have
Find him
looked at him a few
attractive.
times. I've caught him in a mirror and gone,
damn it.
oh.
I could catch HGV off that guy.
I
I
could.
might catch HGV.
Look, you're a loser if you don't have HPV at that point. That's a nice niche reference there to the hilarious guy we met in Vancouver. Everyone's got it. Look, you're a loser if you don't have HPV at this point.
You should be chasing it.
You should be chasing.
really leaned into those. He did not hold back.
No,
He was a funny guy,
fine.
though.
He was funny as hell. Fair play. Fair play.
Anyway, all right. Well,
Back to the research.
back to
What do we do
whatever the
next?
fuck
We're
we were
waiting for the,
doing.
well, we're waiting for the next one, which will be a shit ton of wire, a load of screws, 300 screws, 100 iron plates. What's everyone got currently? Should we amalgamate our? Should we combine everything we've got so that we know what we're doing for the next one? Or
Awesome sink.
does
and
someone
awesome
want to
shot.
take a specific task?
I'm just making whatever's in that milestone
Yeah.
in the top right.
Same.
Should probably
But if
start
we all do that,
utilising-
then we've tripled.
Ross, maybe you should start designing. So like,
Okay.
because there's
start having a factory.
there's elements of things we could automate. Definitely, we're just using manpower. We're doing this the old-fashioned way of just
Yeah.
like got 3 of us, got 3 workbenches.
Let's get a smelter on the go. I'm
Let's-
gonna make a smelter.
Let's smack some panels.
Okay. Smeltery. What's this bad boy?
I'm gonna have a smelter
Conveyors.
up in
Don't
no
be doing
time,
this shit
boys.
Right now.
Don't you whiz was.
Just gonna smelt us up in a big way. Thank you, Chris Trott.
Do you have the strength?
Of a gladiator.
Gladiator. Let's get some more iron plates.
Got all these
Lovely.
little miners getting all the iron.
Make a couple more.
It's too much of it now.
Shall we?
Got too much iron.
Need to make a Zeno sap. Have you guys made one yet?
You get one. Get one when you spawn in.
No, you can upgrade to a Xeno
You
Zapper.
can upgrade
Oh,
it.
is
yeah.
that not what this?
That's
So if
the
you go
next-
to the
the next
equipment
thing.
workshop, you just need to.
Actually, the base one is called a Xeno Zapper.
Oh,
Well,
But I appreciate how confidently you corrected me.
I'm just surprised it's. Why would I? Oh, is it just in case I lose one?
yeah, you can die and throw it away, right?
Wow, got some portable.
I don't
miners
have
for
the
some more
strength
mining
for
work.
the gladiators.
You don't have it. Bum, 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 bum.
Any warehouse updates?
No.
Tell that.
Oh, shit, that's
Solicitors.
a good point. Yeah, we haven't had an update, but
Well, I had one at the beginning of last week when I answered 3 simple
Yeah.
questions they asked, and then
that was it.
so quite so far, boys. Quite so far.
Nice.
But I mean, I guess I can email them again and go, why hasn't anything changed?
Yeah, you have to prod them, otherwise they will do nothing.
But I don't understand how that works.
It's just frustrating.
They
isn't it?
just do other jobs and forget about yours for a bit.
Why is that status quo, Trot?
I don't know why that is, but I just had to deal with it.
No, I know. I'm not questioning that. I think you're probably right, Trot. In fact, almost certainly right, because obviously you've had a huge amount of experience with them recently in selling and buying a house.
I think this whole fucking system
Mm-hmm.
is archaic.
Go on, Trot.
And
Really
shit.
rip it out of them.
It's shit.
Come on.
Like, I'm sure there's some amazing solicitors out there. However, your system is archaic. It requires so much paperwork and postal work and things to be signed, which means fucking nothing nowadays. That it could all be done online so much faster without this fucking middleman. Like, I want to buy a house. There should be an online portal to be able to buy a house using a government website without fucking solicitors in the middle.
Those bastards.
And if there are solicitors
yeah.
and they have to be a person, they should be a dog.
Okay, the end there. There was a curveball right at the end. I was appreciating the righteous fury.
Of the dog thing.
You know, it's not something we hear out of you often enough, Trot. You know,
What,
Huh?
righteous
dog-
fury.
Righteous fury. I mean, they get paid a fuck ton for you to email them more than they're emailing the people they need to email.
That's fucking true. Pricks. But you know what we could do, Trot?
Become sisters.
We could join them, or we could just burn down all the solicitors' office in Bristol.
Oh my god.
Joining them is less criminal.
Yeah.
Maybe. But we could try it. See what works.
See, well, yeah.
You won't know until you try it.
Well, exactly. I'll
the
start with a
thing.
small sample group, like maybe, you know,
Just
throw a box of matches through the door. I'm not going to ignite them. I just left my matches there. If somebody else was incited,
Okay.
I don't feel like that's my responsibility.
If it wasn't lit before you put it in there, then it's fine, right?
Exactly.
So, and then
I
you've
feel
got
inside.
what, the magnifying glass. You're going to try and do the old tricksy.
you know, I might let the sun do its
Let
work.
the sun do its work, and no one's touched anything in that scenario.
Yeah.
You've literally just had a little look in your magnifying
I've just let
glass,
nature do its thing.
and it's kind of just accidentally caught fire to those matches that were
Yeah.
posted, anonymously posted, sometime before.
Fill a fuse box with delicious squirrel food. You know, that's one way
Yeah.
to do it. I've seen houses in the countryside, entire circuit system get blown by rats and mice
Yeah.
getting inside the fuse box.
It
So
happens, it
Who's
happens.
blowing rats?
I'm just, well, anyone in the countryside, I'll do it all. But like, you know, just let nature take its course. Let nature take its course. That's all I'm saying. What the fuck what are screws made out of?
They're made out of rods. So you make rods
So
first.
it's like an extra step. That's
There's an extra step,
why
and obviously if we had
need,
machines, it would machine from one to the other.
Yeah.
We're still baby steps right now.
Smelt.
Baby steps.
Made through smelters. I feel like we should have
Are they
some
powered?
foundation. No.
So we power them from the back of the bio shit
Where's the
thing,
bio
on,
thing?
on the back of our base.
Sure.
Which side of
Let's
it?
get a rod out here.
Around the back. Okay, so
Let's get a fucking pylon.
yeah, biomass burners around the back, so we can just
biomass burners around the back. You got hot water.
couple of biomass burners.
Yeah, hops gas though, so you're gonna need to get that sorted out. And
Plenty of biomass in there.
got
Got
oil.
biomass. There's wood in there.
My grandma uses oil to heat her home still,
Oh, really?
and it is
Oil-based
like
central heating.
Is it expensive though?
it's
I used to have that
so
in my old house.
inefficient.
It's very inefficient. You get like a big oil tank which gets filled up now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's the huge tank you have in the back garden, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes
She's
it's
got one of
underground.
those, and it's hideous.
Sometimes they're underground.
And then
Big
she
Calor
burns,
gas thing. in
she
the back.
burns coal for a fire in her living room. Like,
yeah, that's just old school, man.
and she is old school. She's old school as fuck.
You just run in there and go, "What the fuck are you doing?
I just like have.
This is ridiculous."
Obviously, I've sort of grown up around it, so I've seen it before. But like, sometimes I just talk to her. I'm like, "This is just oil, right, Grandma?" And she's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, how much does this cost to refill? She spends about $6,000 a year on oil.
Oh,
It's a lot for a pensioner.
yeah. That does seem like a lot.
Bloody pensioners.
Bloody pensioners!
Pensioners.
Pensioner!
Pensioners.
Pensioner!
Why is there no power?
Have you put any stuff? Have you put anything in the biomass burner? Bitch, there's nothing in here. Insert fuel. Let me put some in there. What have I got
you.
here? Nothing in this one. Something in this one though. 500. But hey,
How much does it cost to rewire a house, everybody?
right, it's on.
Not for personal
We're just
reasons.
asking for...
Just asking on a whim. Random question.
asking for a friend.
And also, is anyone a contractor or electrician out there?
Who wants to come and see inside Chris Trott's house and
I'll
fix
let you
all of his
into my
shit?
goblin cave.
Here's a goblin cave. Although I mean, you might trap them in there. What if you? Do you think you would trap someone in there?
My friend is an electrician.
There you go. Trot
Will they give me mates rates?
Trot's making stuff now.
Sick on my...
There are no conveyor belts though.
No, not yet, Ross.
So if it does, it's just storing it in there.
Yeah, it's just going to store it
That's
in there.
alright.
It's just going to do
That's all
it.
good, man. That's all good.
Horse shit!
Call me a mayor.
Meh.
Don't call me a...
Meh.
Good job, mayor.
Congratulations, meh. Doing hard work, meh.
I'm going to make a miner Mark 1.
Good plan.
And don't stop me.
I wouldn't dare.
I'm going to make
Wouldn't
3,
dare
in
stop
fact.
you.
3. That's how crazy I am right now.
I'm going to
You're a
finish this
kooky
milestone.
guy.
I'm going to pick up the
Yeah, I
portable
think
miners and
Gotta
swap
get
them
to
out.
that
for-
milestone.
Rocket ships
Or
fill
you
up
can
the
stop
sky.
me.
I've done it.
I'll rewire
the
a
full
plug.
which milestone?
Submit
Everything.
this one.
Oh, nice. Should I get screws? Do you need more screws?
No, it's done.
Ah, everything's done. Sweet.
Sick, yeah.
We'll always need iron.
I'm glad when you reach a milestone, it dismisses what menu I'm in.
R&D.
I know, yeah. It does that.
It's early access, Trot.
It's experimental as well.
It's experimental.
Even more
This one's
early
really
access.
weird. It's going to do drugs and have sex
gonna
with your
be-
parents.
Yeah, that's very
Experiment.
I
experimental.
can't hear you over Ada right now.
Press enter, you prick. Is it stopped?
Is it stopped?
No. Yeah, it is.
God damn it.
I just
Anyway,
actively
back to me
chose to listen
getting
to-
drugged up and banging parents. Let's get experimental shot. What would you say is the most experimental thing that you would do whilst wearing a banana costume? Come on.
Experimental.
Like Jeremy Paxman. Come on.
It's a very like open-ended question.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
Nah, I think there's only a few things you could do, Chop. You
What?
gotta appreciate that the banana costume is going to restrict your movement quite a lot.
You're going to use the humour of the costume for some reason?
Are you going to
Or-
work with that?
and to do.
Well, exactly. What
Come
will
on,
you do?
Chop. Come
Think
on,
about
Chop.
it.
It's obvious when you think about it.
I honestly
think
don't
about it
know.
too long,
I
though.
don't know where you're trying to lead me.
Don't think about it too
God
long.
damn
now.
it. God fucking damn it.
Banana.
You're in a banana costume.
Yeah.
Let me put you in a
You throw me into like a zoo surrounded by apes.
nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is redeem?
I don't know. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Well done.
I don't understand what you're trying to
Did
make
you get
me
it?
think about.
Did you get it right, Trump? Congratulations, Chris Trump.
Such
Did I get it right?
You are the
You did it,
weakest
buddy.
link. Goodbye.
Charlie. You did it, my boy. You worked out what to do in a banana suit. Should we get part assembly on the go, or do you want more logistics?
I don't mind.
More
Well,
logistics.
we can now because we've got
Right.
iron ore being
Shop
smashed
unlocks
away.
a bunch of recipes, apparently.
Shop.
The shop, the awesome shop.
Oh, really? But then don't you have to put stuff in it? So resource
Yes.
sink. So basically, awesome sink. Got excess resources? Fear not. The fix-it does not waste. The newly developed awesome sink turns any useful part straight into research data as fast as you can supply it. Participating employees will be compensated with coupons. And then you have the shop where you redeem those coupons.
Oh,
And yeah.
that's pretty cool. Ah, semenya mamma mia, mama.
Oh, mama.
So, when can one of you electricians come around my house? Ultimately, is what I'm trying to get at here. I want a really good deal. In fact, the privilege of coming to my house, you should be able to do it for free, right?
Free.
I'll give you cups of tea.
cups
all the
of
tea that you
To
can
do
drink.
what?
Everyone
To
knows
do what?
tradesmen
To
tea.
check
survive
out, just
on that
to
shit.
be there. Well, they're just there enjoying your.
Oh,
Your
no,
house.
someone in chat's a fucking cowboy. I can't let you do that.
Oh, what? Come in, puts in about 3 really unnecessary wires, and then one big one that's not big enough, and leaves.
Ah, you need one of these proper ones, these expensive ones. You're never going to be able to do it without these. And you'll believe 'em, because you're a sap. You're not trained. Therefore, you just have to say yes. Yes, please. I'll whatever it takes. Bam. You're back on the streets.
Minor Mark 1. It needs power.
I think you might have lost him there, Ross.
I know it's fine. It's all right.
Oh, lost
He'll be on the
interest.
streets. He'll forget about it when he's on the streets.
Pretend to be a dog.
Pretending to be dogged for cash.
I've never seen my owner. Check for chip in my neck. You're not chipped,
Dogs can't speak like that.
aren't they?
No.
Have you seen my owner?
I don't know. I have conversations with dogs all the time. Maybe you just can't hear them. Maybe you don't speak their language.
You don't
God,
speak dog
Did you
tongue.
wink at them? That sounds like the Christmas song.
Talk to the animals.
I mean, there is a problem with the way that they animate dogs' mouths when they talk. I mean, obviously, naturally, their mouths open and shut very simply, but they're not pulling off half the vowels and stuff that they're saying. They're just not. Their mouths just don't move in the same way. How do we combat this in the media?
Genetic
I feel like
modification.
genetic.
Extreme genetic modification.
Yeah, you're right.
With
Or which film was it? A little you had a
cats and dogs.
It could be Cats and Dogs. It could be Homeward Bound. It could be that one which had the Scottish dude who's a comedian. When he had a little microphone.
Frankie Boyle. I don't know any other Scottish comedians.
I completely forgot his name now. But basically, he had a little microphone, and then it translated his barks. And then he was a little Scottish dude. That was weird. I thought.
That is weird.
I just thought it was.
What is the film?
Let's have a look. It's kind of
Ross, when you put this miner down, what did you do with the other little miners? Because I don't think we've got a source of iron.
I've picked them all up.
We don't have a source of iron right now.
Why
Did
not?
we not?
I've got a fucking
There's
minor Mark
three on
1.
them. There's 3
Where?
on one of them.
What do you mean?
What, on there?
That's the minor Mark 1.
It's
Oh,
not
some copper.
outputting. It's not outputting anything.
Yes, it is. It's mining right now.
Where's the output go?
Into it. It's got a buffer.
Oh, where do I access the buffer?
You look at it like you do the portable miner.
Oh, there we go. It wasn't powered before. That was the problem.
I was sorting that out. I
Yep.
just picked them all up, and now it's there.
I mean, I was just asking where the miner went.
I got them all.
But then
I'm upgrading.
in flabbergasted outrage, you come here and you teach me, and I appreciate the lesson.
Yeah.
But it was harsh.
The dog
Yeah.
was called Paws. The film was
Paws?
called Paws, yeah. Billy Connolly.
Oh, Billy Connolly, of course.
He was Paws the dog.
Wasn't there a film with Adam Sandler where he had a remote that could pause?
Click.
That was Click, right?
Yeah.
Was that terrible? It looked terrible
I liked it. I thought it was alright.
because of the concept.
Yeah, I liked the concept. I thought it wasn't too bad. There was actually some quite emotive moments in there that they managed to pull off without it being too cringy.
What about
About somebody
downsizing?
who's-
Have you seen that yet?
I still haven't watched Downsizing. I still can't really get past just the trailer bit it shows you, and I was like, do I really want to watch this? Maybe I will.
Mm.
Maybe I'll fucking do it. Maybe I just won't.
Trot, you loved downsizing, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't like it?
He absolutely
It started off all right, and then
Yeah, no,
went off on
the
a
ending was
fucking
shit.
stupid tangent.
Yeah, it went too much love, too much
Matt Damon,
too much feeling.
white man, helps
How's
all
that, man?
impoverished
Oh,
other people
okay.
and saves them once again.
Right.
What
Selfless
about
act.
what
as
about
it
the-
became really weird?
you would have preferred it if it was Mark Wahlberg? I'm guessing.
Obviously,
You're
Loves. He's a big
Wahlbergian.
Marky Mark fan.
You're a Wahlbergian.
Huge
I'm a
Marky Mark.
Wahlbergian.
He knows what he likes.
There's a copper. Have we considered the positioning of the mine to these smelters? And should we move them?
The mine can't be moved.
No, that's what I mean. Exactly.
There's a mine there, and there's a mine there. Where do you want to split them?
Where's the best middle point? Or should we just literally
Where the hub
get
is,
all
I
the
assume.
get all of the conveyors going and just have some crazy conveyor snakes?
Sex.
Thanks. To be fair, I think you're about almost dead middle, right? Between
Yep.
those two?
I'd say I am, Ross.
100% Trot. You are definitely 100% in the middle,
Yeah,
right?
well, certainly.
Well, let's get some fucking conveyors made then. I'm going to do it. Let's make this bastards.
Trot, do you want to do some word association? Quick fire word association.
Sure.
Bread.
Bin.
Chocolate.
Rain.
Mine.
Camp.
Fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ. My camp. Why is that where you went with it, Trot?
It's funny.
Just because it is funny?
It's just the name of a fucking book, guys.
Yeah.
It's a book. Stop
And in
yikesing.
Trot's opinion, a very good one.
That's fucking well written. Christ. Wish it were a work of fiction, though.
Commendation to the author.
Good job. We keep going on
No power
there.
to this.
I don't know. I got what I
Word.
wanted.
You
I got
word.
what I wanted.
Word where it's going to go.
Wherever it's gonna go, yeah.
Yeah. Understandable. Right.
Bread bin.
What's wrong with bread bin?
Nothing.
Oh,
I haven't had a bread bin in a long time. Though my parents had a bread bin. You have a bread bin? You got a bread
Yeah,
bin?
I don't
Don't
have one.
know.
Actually,
No,
no.
it's
I don't have
just-
bread often enough.
It comes in. No, me neither. To be honest, and it comes in a plastic bag, which is sort of.
That's the bin. The
that's
bag is the bin?
Pretty much. Just,
That-
yeah.
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 I mean, they should get rid of the plastic bag, though. So then you're just left
Yeah.
with the bin.
Well, my bread bin used to have like all of our like chocolate snacks in it as well. So, you know, like crisps and
Oh, okay.
that's clearly not chocolate, but like penguins,
Snakes.
you know, would find that.
Snakes
You know, like
nice.
when like, I don't know about you, but our primary school was like, you can't have chocolate in your lunchbox unless it's biscuit or cake based.
That's good. I'm glad. Wait, what? That was
So-
there, like.
So like you had to have like, say you had a Kit Kat
Yeah.
that had sort of a wafery thing. That was a bit of a grey area, that one.
Oh, it
Um,
hit the both.
But like, you know, so say you had like penguins were considered okay because they weren't pure chocolate, they had biscuit. But it makes no fucking sense. Like, you look at the sugar content in like a small block of chocolate in your lunchbox
Yeah.
versus a a penguin, like my mate, funnily enough, the one I'm going over to Kenya to see,
Sure,
he's
yeah.
half French, so his mum would do things like include a bread roll and some a bit of dark chocolate. Because I don't know if you've had bread and dark chocolate in a roll, but it's actually fucking delicious.
I haven't had that.
It's really nice.
It's like a pan or chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I guess so,
exactly.
yeah,
It's the
okay.
same sort of concept.
Yeah.
So he
I
would
have
have that,
had
and they'd be like, "You can't have that. That's just chocolate." And it's like the irony being that there was significantly less sugar in a bit of dark chocolate than there was in my
Yeah.
penguin. Fucking people are dumb, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
like
It's a case of just not whittling it down to the details. in
well,
the
is it
story.
because they just can't be bothered because it's too much headache because people have got lives to get on with to worry about?
Chocolate's
that kind of thing?
chocolate.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. Bin it all.
It's
Shove it in
easy
bin.
to do a sweeping statement, isn't it? Rather than do the nuanced, like,
Well, because then
let's
then you
vet
start
every
like
type of chocolate.
exactly. You start inspecting the packets at the back. And oh, okay, there's this many grams. Okay, you can have that. What else have you had today? Becomes very militant, you know. But I
Everybody's-
get what they're trying to achieve from doing it.
How do you fit a whole penguin in a lunchbox? I mean, that is a good question.
Depends. Is it alive or dead?
Well,
'Cause
initially it was.
you
It went in
struggle.
alive.
You struggle. It went in alive. Okay. How big is your box? Is it one of those small penguins, like
What?
the South African ones?
Oh, fuck! I don't know what you were talking about. Then I was like, "Are they smaller penguins?
The
They're
penguin
already tiny. They're already insubstantial. I already need
Penguini.
2 or 3 to feel
Or
satisfied."
is it an emperor? Because fucking hell. How
Oh,
much lunch are you having?
Pygmy penguin.
pygmy. Little mini penguin. What were the ones with the little, They're little. Are they just called the little
Puffins.
penguin?
Puffins?
Not a puffin, no, guys. It's a penguin type.
Baby penguin.
Is it called a little penguin? It's like the little ones. They're-
Penguini.
Pa.
uh,
Yes, I know the one.
Come on,
Penguini.
chat, help me
You're
out.
Right.
Name some penguins.
Pingu.
Porgs. No.
Chick. Small gwyn.
Pogs? Fuck you for saying pogs.
Come on, guys. One of you must know. This is crowdsourcing information.
Come on,
The
guys.
kind of
All
penguin-
you. There's 900 people.
The
there.
little penguin.
One of you needs
The
to
little
know.
ones.
The
What are
small
they called?
penguin. Just one.
Little ones. Penguins.
Penguin? Pygmy? Fairy.
Is it literally called little
Penguini! We said penguini.
You're liars.
penguin?
All of them.
Penguin. It's not pasta.
Pasta.
I said penguini already.
It's
Right,
just
Trot.
baby penguins. Pengu. Fairy.
I've got conveyor belts for you.
Puffins.
Build some
Rock
conveyors.
hoppers.
Rock-
Rock hoppers are small. It's literally called a little penguin. Right, yeah. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Cool, thank you. On you go. Continue. Sub up.
Pleasure.
Donate.
Oh, I can't.
Thanks.
Oh, man.
Thanks for that. You're here to see me, but I'm the one asking you the questions. You do the
Oh, wait.
maths.
I kind of did that a bit
Shit.
fluffy. I did that real bad.
Conveyor
I know
belts too long.
So, Ross,
Yeah.
what we ideally...
What's that? Are you not doing that anymore? We stopped doing
Are we
that.
bringing that back?
I thought we could bring it back.
I'm down.
At least for one
He's bringing Brittany
I
back.
love old memes.
short. Yeah.
They feel current to me.
Oh, I need iron rods. Fuck. I just want to make some conveyors.
Apparently fairy penguins and little penguins are the same thing. I'd not heard of fairy penguins, so there you go. We're going to Iceland next month.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
For the penguins.
For the penguins, strictly for the...
Icelandic penguins.
There are puffins.
Bigger
Ah.
mammals than there.
We are going to hopefully see some whales. So a few days in Iceland.
Yeah.
Do you live in Iceland?
I said
do you
Wales
know
is a
anything
different
about
place,
Iceland and
but-
can help me work out what the fuck we're going to do?
Yeah.
Tweet me at Al
What do you-
Smithy
yeah, what
for
would be cool?
suggestions.
What do you want to see from Iceland?
From Iceland.
The sales are going crazy. 2 for 1 on frozen pizzas. Crazy.
Do they even need to say frozen at the start anymore?
Not really. If
They
it's
just say
Iceland, you
pizza.
kind of should know.
Have you seen the?
It's frozen.
Have you seen? It was by the guys that did Nevermind the Buzzcocks. They do a sketch about not Nevermind the Buzzcocks, fucking Shooting Stars.
Yeah.
They did Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer did a sketch about Iceland, and they called it Cold Land.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh my god,
Really
it's
good.
so funny. Basically, it's just like, oh, can't believe this cheese-flavored goo was only £1, and you know, like it's just still like it's like misery.
Yeah,
like
it's horrible. Ooh, lovely.
so good.
Isn't there a black beach in Iceland?
There's volcanic sand and stuff like
that'd
that.
be really
Yeah.
cool to see. Do we get to keep one of the whales? Did we
I
find out if
I
that's?
think we're riding it home.
Oh, that's a unique experience.
It is.
You can't really say everyone gets that kind of experience.
Yeah.
A beluga whale of all whales as well.
Beluga.
They're quite small.
How are
aren't they,
you
beluga
holding
whales?
on? Are you going to just shove your fingers through its blowhole and hold on?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a climbing grip.
The hot dogs
they're
from
not gonna
service
give us any
stations are the
harnesses.
best in the world.
If they're similar, they're probably similar to the Norway and Swedish hot dogs as well. I'm guessing.
Apparently
They're
they
nice.
pride themselves.
I mean, they're
on it.
nice. Yeah, they are nice. I mean, it's still a hot dog at the end of the day, isn't it? It's not going to change your life.
Turn to an Icelandic
you sure it wouldn't change your
person.
life?
They probably love them because the rest of the food imported to Iceland isn't as good.
But surely the
I've never
fishery,
been there.
like fish, is big there, right?
Fish
in
is
that
big.
sense?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, definitely.
How big though?
Huge, whale sized.
Whale-sized fish, of course. Whale, just whales.
Whale, whale, whale.
Can I fit my conveyor all the way to these? Will I run out? In desperation. I don't think it's gonna.
I live in a land down under.
Okay, it's too long.
Boop, 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 boop.
Can I make it up the hill? Not quite.
All right, I've got power going to that miner now. So I'm
Did that
getting
place?
limestone and iron through the Mark 1 miner now. Your whale, come.
Fuck me. How do I?
What?
How do I place the conveyor?
She's under the table.
Fucking conveyor belt. Come on,
Did
don't
you get me a
fuck
latte?
over. Fucking fuck me
Go
over.
fuck myself.
Shit. Why won't it just?
You told me to go fuck myself.
What have I done wrong? Audits. Audits. How am I fucking up? Try have a look at this. What's going on here with the
I'm
conveyors?
coming over.
So maybe
done-
maybe I'm just out of resources.
You click twice. Yeah, you got to do. You click once and then you do the up and down. Like look at the area
Oh.
where you just were,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it does like a height-based thing.
Let me just place this gently here so I can
Yeah, so you place it,
test it. Placed.
and then there's a.
Must snap to a conveyor pole or an input-output.
Oh yeah, you need to.
So I
put
just need
the
long
conveyor
hours-
pole down, like the number 4.
Ah, fuck
Number
me.
4.
I forgot what the poles
Put
meant.
down the little thing to get it to that point,
Okay, so that's down.
and then you just conveyor it to
Wait.
that.
Is it
You
down?
need to put it down twice, remember, because you need to do the height. Click twice.
Lovely. Right.
Because you can do the height of it. You can make it higher.
I swear last time it just automatically made those. Am I going cuckoo bananas
No, you're
over this?
going insane. It never did that.
Okay, right.
Yeah, you always had to put these
I'm
things down.
relearning because I'm.
So you can
fucking
rotate like this,
stupid.
and then you can...
Right, if you place that, I'm going to try and I'll link these two.
let's link our anuses to our
Let's
mouths.
push them together and express ourselves.
Right up here? Is that so?
Yeah, you could do. Although it's kind of giving me one at the end here.
I
Look.
can't afford it. Yeah, see if you can place it. Oh,
Ah.
suddenly it does work.
Suddenly. Suddenly,
He's not insane.
Susan.
It does work. Wow.
Suddenly,
Simon's-
simmer. Okay, okay.
So ideally, Ross, we want this to go to
I want it to go to the one on the far left. Right
far
now.
left. Yeah.
Is that the entrance or the
Actually, no,
exit?
put it
Should
on
I
the
go on
far
this
right
one here?
Do it on
Yeah,
the
it's
far-
closest, isn't it?
Thank you. Ah, God, it's hot. Thank you.
So, do I have enough to reach? I do. Fantastic news.
He does.
I do. It's happening.
I need to hold down to change the height. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, there we go. We managed to get it on there. And,
If I demolish
not
the
too
thing, do
bad.
I get the resources back? I get
It's a really
10
fantastic
and 10
question, Crop.
versus.
I'm not sure. Should turn this fucker on.
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
on?
do. I do.
I do. He does. Right, so what do we want this to turn into? Just iron ingot smelting?
Yeah,
All right, then.
it's good because thank God.
Turn it on. Lovely. Okay, so now that's the far left one here is smelting away.
Yeah, but you're more far right, aren't you?
Well, there is one on the far right, and we should deal with it promptly. And that is already taking in.
Good
Wait,
fucking God.
did you just
Joan.
place a lid of iron into it? Is that what you're doing?
Me? No.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, before I was. Yeah. So we want
Okay, cool. Well, I've taken some stuff out of that.
put a storage container here.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a
We can
storage
feed
container
out the
out of the
storage
end
containers.
of each of these.
Yeah,
Okay.
just think of the cleanliness of the scene here. There we go, look at that. Okay, shall I... I'm gonna...
And now you can conveyor into all of them so that it will store a lot of them.
Lovely.
Very nice. So now we can store all our different resources. I've got
Lovely.
limestone up there. Or
So we probably should get the iron ore out of this one here on the right. This one closest to us.
Ah!
We'll get rid of the iron on the one closest to us.
Yeah.
Because we got one already.
Yeah, we'll make that limestone and the
You're
middle
not
one
listening.
copper.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. Yeah, that's it. You're correct.
Get it out of there and then put it in the far right one.
Right.
Silly
Great news.
bitch.
And then we can feed off of those fucking storage containers again. God, it's coming back to me in a big way.
It's all coming back. It's all
coming all over
coming
my
back
back.
to him now.
Sputtering into the back of my hair.
Sputtering in his
Ugh.
neck.
I can feel it. Little pitter patters like rain, but thick rain, chubby rain. On the back of my neck, I can feel it. No, thank you. What are we making here? What are we crack-lacking with? Some rods.
I can only do iron
Should
and
we make
copper
a
right now.
rod
You
machine?
can't do limestone with these. I forget what I'm wrong. What's wrong with me? I'm going insane. I don't think it's a smelter to get limestone. It's a something else, isn't it? Constructor. Yeah.
Yeah, and we also need to. Yeah, so now we need to take from this iron, and we want it making rods and plates.
Yeah.
And then we want the rods to then transform into screws, and then
Yes.
I think we're done.
But you also need those base resources
Yeah.
as well. Like
We
you
need all
can't
of
just
those.
make rods straight into screws because
No,
you
no.
still need rods.
You're
for
right.
things.
We need rods, so we need a container for rods. It's going to get messy, and this is the way this always goes: is organizing it from the start and then remembering.
Well, the good thing
'Cause the
is
other
you
thing
can,
is power.
you can
management.
deconstruct
You can,
for free.
and so
essentially.
we'll keep it messy for now. All right, so that's our motto: messy for now.
Just so we can get the
Tidy
resources in.
That's somebody else's problem.
Aye.
All right. I think there's a green slug in the chest. I'm going to put that in the miner.
We
You
need
know?
to research
Really
it.
speed things up. Actually, yeah, we do, don't we? We can't use them yet, can we?
I don't know.
I'm going to take these green slugs and just see. I'll throw it out there.
What's wrong with you?
Uh,
Stop stuttering. Speak your words. Pussy.
Fuck. I'm making iron plates. Now fuck yourself. Preferably in front of me.
Normally I find these insanely bland, but the sour cream and chive version of these pretzels, very fucking nice.
Shit. What brand is that?
That's Penn State.
Fucking hell. It's an ad. Oh, look at this. Daff emailing. Emptying cans and bottles in the sink before putting them in the bin. Come on, Daff. Email something sexy. For the
Give
love
us a
of
nude
God.
at least.
Something.
At
Something to
least.
work with. There's nothing I can do with emptying cans and bottles in the sink.
I can
Nothing.
work with it, but next time.
I can make do. That's all I'm doing. Making do, and that's not good.
So conveyors are just
Right.
plates, right?
Rods are in. Conveyors are just plates in disguise with extra steps.
I love the smell of this soap. Irish Spring.
I thought I threw that away.
This is my one. There's 3. You had a blue one, didn't you?
Yeah, we were doing a clear out.
I got the green one.
It's like, what are we going to do with these soaps?
Banned.
There you go, nice. Yeah, someone sent us crafted soap
It
dicks.
smells amazing though. It smells, bizarrely, it smells like my grandma's bath.
It's so perfumey, though. It's too much.
I don't know. I quite like it.
It's getting off on that.
Does the dog like it?
Don't know. Mochi.
Mochi?
Smell this.
Tell me, Mochi! She's paying attention to it. She's looking at it. She's giving it a sniff. Right? Her verdict is she's not horrified. She's not moving away from it. She gave it a little lick. She likes it a lot. She's now continuing to smell it, and she's licking more of it. Okay.
Yeah,
She's licking it.
She's licking the tip specifically. She's very much focusing on the. No, she's going on the shaft. She's working on the shaft. She's giving it a little sniff. She's licking the top. She likes
She
the taste
likes
of it.
it. She likes it
She
a
likes
lot.
the taste of it. So there you go. It's dog soap.
Very interested. Isn't Jenna Marble's dog really obsessed with it as well?
Yeah.
It's probably.
There's probably a
There's
reason.
something in it.
There's something going on there. Dogs fucking love
Soap.
a little soap.
Well,
cock.
it's glycerin based, so it's got fat in it, right? It's some form of fat.
She ain't responding at all. She doesn't even budge when you say that. Look at her.
Don't give a fuck. She wants that soap.
She sat down now. She's
all
waiting
my training goes undone in the office.
Yeah. Oh man. This is where the training needs to be done.
Oh
Look,
my
she's
God,
jumping
she's
up for it. She wants
standing
to
up
grab it
for
like a. She's jumping for it.
She looks like
She is
Dobby the
a-
fucking house elf.
She's gone savage. She is.
does walk on her back legs a lot.
She's very delicately trying to get it now. I don't feel like I don't know if there's. She's putting up horror. She wants
I
it.
wish we had a roaming camera for such events.
Yeah.
I mean, I could. There's an NDI on phones, isn't there? It seems like a lot to set up right now for this.
I can do the office cam.
Okay.
She's really. Oh,
Hello.
maybe she thinks it's a toy because it does look like a toy. I mean, it looks like a dick, but it also looks like a toy.
Got a mochi. She wants it.
Doesn't really work, does it?
Want it? Do you? She wants it. She's got it. She's gone.
Don't let her eat it.
She's gone away.
She's not gonna eat. I don't think. I think she thinks it's a toy. Look at her. She's got it in her mouth. Go full screen on you. Oh my god.
There it is. She's grabbed it.
So fucking happy.
She's got it.
Very happy with this.
I could post an out of context video to our Twitter if you want to see that.
Can I have it, please? Thank you. You like that? Oh, you smell nice now. Fair enough.
If you want to see her grabbing at it,
Oh, she's coughing.
I'm going to just go right ahead and just tweet it.
Isn't that real soapy? Should watch her hack it. She is struggling.
See if she's interested in it again. Now she
I
knows.
don't really want to give it to her again.
She eats her own shit. How bad's a bit of soap?
Well, this can't be good for her.
Nah, you're right. I mean, I can appreciate why you're caring. But at the same time, just you could hover it in front of her. Look at that.
Don't be so eager for this.
Jesus. She likes that fucking soap, man.
Why do you want the soap so bad?
I feel like I'm going around the twist. I was taking
Isn't
its
it weird how
fucking
dog
sweet time.
paws kind of like, you just push them forward and then boom. They straighten out like casting a spell.
Well, she she stretches out her legs a lot as well. She likes stretching. She's not phased at all by anything.
No, she's very easily
Just a
handleable.
easygoing dog.
Handleable.
Just a chill dog. Well, I thought I posted it. It's just desperately trying to post it. So if you wanted to see that, it will be up on our.
Go get the content out.
That's my weird voice for that.
So I think he's got a new voice for it. Could I fit Mochi in a lunchbox? Why are you asking that?
Oh,
Just in case you wanted some lunch.
What's she doing?
she's back over here.
She's back.
Got any more of that soap?
You got any more of that stinky dick?
Give me all that.
Actually, I do. Look, how she's doing this again. Come on.
She's just jumping up for it.
She might jump on your lap if you.
Fuck it, I'm
say
deleting the
hup.
tweet. Going to
Up.
Instagram. It's the
Up.
only way.
Up.
There you go. Follow
Want
our
to get
Instagram,
some
hat.films.
Up.
I'm going to post a
Might be
little,
too
little,
high for her.
little story.
You're too high.
What if I lower my seat? There we go.
Now I want a dog. We did it.
There you go.
We're
still on it?
sponsored by dogs.
She's still going for it? She's done?
Not happening.
She doesn't want my smelly dick.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Not
It
really.
smells nice. It's perfumey.
Running out of leaves for
60
these.
more.
smelters.
I
There's
have-
loads of wood. Does
I have
the
a
wood
lot
work?
on me. Where you
Oh,
at?
Wood works, does it?
The wood should work. That's in
Is
the,
it just the
there's loads in
generators
the
on the end?
chest.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll throw some.
Just the Jennies on the end?
On
Yeah?
the back of the hub, yeah.
Just grab what you can.
Does wood work better than leaves? Ready?
Just coughing into the mic.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah, oh, she tried.
She's still soap hungry. She's been eating soap for 6 days solid. She's finding nutrients we didn't know existed in soap.
She really wants it.
My God. She's turned into a bar of soap.
I knew it. was possible, but so fast. Just popped. Oh, a bit closer, Tony Dancer.
Tony. Bloody Tony. Oh, the speed at which this stuff's coming out is so pathetic. I can't even...
To make you angry.
It really does. So, come on. There's a bit of iron ore. Another bit. Cheers.
Can't have it. I'm not gonna let you have that. Covered in fluff.
Oh, look at this, nighttime.
Uh oh.
Is it nice? Lovely, isn't it? Right, make some more screws.
Restaurant Master Bates. Da, 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 da,
You've been playing for 2 hours. I have to remind you, all
Damn.
muscles.
da.
Something. Okay.
Fatigue or something?
I don't know. Something like
I
that.
imagine we'll be stopping relatively soon anyway.
You shut your whorish mouth.
Yeah. Oh, just keep moving.
You can't talk
Don't
to me like
stop,
that.
don't stop moving.
I apologize.
Shut your whorish mouth.
You got your whore.
Street whore!
You are nothing but a street whore to me. I will not respect your opinion. Or
Drink some
Oh,
insert
man.
beverage here. I do appreciate that. But I've got a beverage, thank you.
Try to want to do
Caffeine.
some more word association.
Yes, please. Hit me with it.
No, you have to do it for me
Oh,
now.
you've... Okay. Poo.
Yes.
Yes?
That wasn't a good one. Do you want me to do it?
Rod.
Fish.
Catherine.
Zeta Jones.
Wheel.
Barrow.
Ainsley.
Harriet. I mean, like, what do you, I mean, there's
Yeah,
not
how many
much.
Paint.
Ainsleys do you know?
Shop.
Oh. Sand.
Gravel.
Copper.
Hard. Don't know why I said that.
Europe.
Bye.
Bi. Oh, get it. So it meant like bipartisan or something like that.
Mm, you don't have to.
Stupid.
Bastard.
Melon.
Collie.
Friend.
Melon friend.
No, just friend.
Friend.
Melon.
Dog.
Shit.
Yeah, that would be my association too.
Dog shit. A whole load of it.
Crusty jugglers and dogs, muck.
Mochi, your tail is in your water bowl.
Ah.
Yeah, what of
Do
it?
Do you understand?
She
Your
un-
tail is
she understands
soaking in
perfectly.
water bowl.
No,
Oh!
she's never going to get it.
uncomfortable.
Understand that?
She's
Oh
just
no,
not
I'm
gonna get there.
uncomfortable. You are uncomfortable.
But why?
Hot.
Cold.
Fuzz.
Hot.
Bean. You gotta be faster than that.
I don't know what to say to that. Bean. Flick.
Bag.
Huh?
Flick.
What?
Let me do it. Let me do it fast. I just want a list of random words so
Round.
I can just. Boring.
The twist.
Fuck.
Bang.
Bang.
Giraffe.
Zoo.
Impartial.
Yes.
Fly.
McFly.
Old.
Man.
Crib.
Death.
Filthy.
You.
Chance.
The rapper.
Nimble.
Tongue.
Puny.
Asshole.
Economic.
Car.
Soup.
Chicken.
Jail.
Time.
Thank God it wasn't
Time.
baked.
Time.
Ducks.
Arse.
Chess.
Peace.
Ice.
Breaker.
Unit.
John Cena.
Dull.
Knife.
Obese.
Bastard.
It always goes back to that.
Rainstorm.
It's peaceful.
Duel.
Swords.
Loose.
Cannon.
Sassy.
Woman.
Spooky.
Ghost.
Erect.
Penis.
Mundane.
Magic.
Rigid.
Penis.
Drop.
Shot.
Hard.
Caught.
Shaft.
Penis.
Can't you say penis?
Veiny.
Penis.
Throbbing.
Penis.
Hard.
Penis.
All of these, just you're making a man say penis. Like.
Irish soap.
bar of soap.
Irish soap. Mochi.
Mochi.
Yeah.
She loves it. Look at her. She's looking for more.
You guys got Irish. What's it called?
You got any? Was it
It's
Irish
called Irish Spring. You guys got any in that Irish Spring?
Irish Spring.
It's the one I asked she believes in.
Smells just like Ireland. It doesn't. Penis. Penis.
I'm going to say penis.
Mate, we're almost got this copper. It's going to be good. These cables are happening.
There was I think it's like Radio 4 challenge they used to do where like you have to tell a story but you can't use the same word twice.
Oh wow.
All
So
right.
it's like this kind of stream of consciousness thing. But it becomes quite hard just to pick up on when they've used a word twice.
Yeah.
Like they have some system of doing it. I'm not sure how, but just a minute. Yeah, I think that's probably it.
I like the one where they put water in their mouths and listen to euphemisms or like Freudian slips
What's that
on
called?
the radio.
See, innuendo bingo, and
That's
it used to be really funny, but like I feel like some of the clips they found now aren't as
It
good.
used
But
to
I
be
guess it
funny,
depends
but nowadays
because they did loads.
It depends on the mood.
Yeah.
and
Done
stuff
loads
as
of
well,
them
doesn't
now,
it?
yeah.
Depends on who you're
the Will
with.
Ferrell one was weird.
Oh, was it really?
Because he couldn't laugh, and so
He
he,
didn't
just
find
ended
it
up
that
just
funny?
spitting water all over.
Well, he
the
just
other
didn't
guy.
find those things funny.
Yeah, he didn't find that funny.
I think
He's very straight.
exactly.
Because
Yeah.
normally it's just like so they've caught some presenter saying nipple or something, and then they just
Yeah.
like play it back, and it's just or they call Jeremy Cunt for the millionth time, and it's like that's hilarious. It's like if you don't find that funny,
Well, I think professional comedians, especially comic actors, are
Yeah.
probably very well trained at not
laughing.
corpsing, right?
Yeah.
Because like it fucks their shoot up.
Apparently, Jibberday said in just a minute you have to walk for a minute on a topic without repetition, deviation, or hesitation.
Talk for a minute, probably.
talk. Yeah,
No, I'm going to go with
no
walk.
walk.
He did say walk, yeah. And on a topic, well, they did say on a topic without repetition, deviation, or hesitation. Sounds fun. I'm not sure what we can talk about. Do you get to choose the topic?
Yeah, do you supply the topic, or I've done it?
Ah, here's me making parts like a fucking pleb.
We'll use 'em.
There
There it goes.
We did it in the old hat
Flies
chat. Apparently.
away.
You can't
Did
say or stutter or anything like that.
That's hesitation, isn't it?
Give Alex Smith a topic, or maybe you can just come up with one, Smith, and then I'll time it, and then chat can say whether you said a different word or not.
Okay, Trot. My topic is anal glands.
Okay.
Do we need to express them?
Okay.
this
Let me
is-
just get the timer up. You have 1 minute starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
I found out recently that dogs have anal glands. Those are the things in the rear of the animal that excrete a sticky, smelly substance.
Mm-hmm.
That, for me, was quite a shocking experience because up until now I've been quite excited at owning one of our canine friends, but I didn't realise...
That was a stutter.
What?
You caught him out.
And use that twice.
I used that twice. Fucking
It's gonna
hell.
be really
It's hard. It's really hard. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But personally, I think it might be quite a difficult challenge. Do Dota. I can just list all of the fucking hero names. Are you not allowed to use nouns or not? Because like,
Maybe it needs to be a story. It's a real tough ass game. You can use that, the, etc. more than once, as long as it's not overboard.
okay.
So there's some leniency there.
So you just pulled me up on that one, Trot, like some sort of power crazed.
No, you said
Yeah.
you did a stutter. That's what I called you out on, not
Stickler
that.
for the rules, huh?
Not that.
Ugh.
Not what, Trot?
Solid
Ugh,
biofuel.
not what?
Quite useful.
Not
That.
that. Not what?
That.
What are you saying?
That.
What?
That.
What?
That.
What?
What? What?
Badgers have anal glands. I'm sure many of us have anal glands.
Badgers have anal glands.
Nice pointing that one out.
I'm sure many
Fair
of us
play.
have anal glands.
But do you express your own?
Every chance I get.
Do we have that issue of
No.
No.
no? And why is it that dogs have it?
Scent marking, maybe. Use it to
I think
signify.
it is that.
A hormonal signifier, maybe, for like other dogs. Communication method, basically, because they're so fucking dumb they can't speak words.
Otherwise,
Some say,
so
"I
will it
love
just
you."
get really itchy? Is it a case of it just getting extremely itchy? Their butthole.
Smelly and
Stinky
and
It starts
infected,
stinking
probably.
and then leaks.
It's really gross. Super gross. I mean, like,
It's quite bad.
Why have I never heard of this term? And I've had dogs for
because
years.
you're
Why
not a
is that
very considerate or well-read dog owner.
No.
I think is the answer to that.
Clearly not.
So
I just don't. I haven't seen anyone express my dog's ass.
Why not?
And I
Maybe
feel like
you're
I'm missing out a key part of dog ownership here, and I'm annoyed. Someone needs to express my dog's ass right now.
found out about badger anal glands from rigorous personal research. So did that fucking small person that looked like what was his name? The chef, Gordon Ramsay's porn
the
double was found dead in a badger set. What was he doing down there?
What if he dropped something? What if he dropped a ball he was playing with? He's like, my ball's
Why is he
down
playing
there.
with a ball?
Goes down there, gets more
on his own in the middle of a park.
Well, what
No,
else was he
didn't.
doing
The
down
badgers
there?
didn't kill him. It was the fact he got stuck down there.
What was he doing down there?
Exactly.
I need to find the answer.
Hello,
again.
friends.
Okay, dwarf
David Tennant absolutely
stuck
smashing
in
Justin Bieber.
badger hole. I typed swarf accidentally.
Swarf.
Pursued by a bear.
The D there, so next to each other.
I don't know
Dwarf
if you
stuck
know
in
where
badger
that
hole.
comes,
There's a
but it
picture
doesn't
of a
matter. Try and
cow?
talk on the
No,
subject
that's not it.
starting now.
Antigonus in the
I
third
just typed in dwarf
act
badger,
of
will it come up?
Shakespeare's late romance,
No,
The
it's-
Winter's
yeah.
Tale. I believe it might be
Gordon
scene
Ramsay's
3
dwarf
being
porn
to
double.
construct-
Percy Foster. Rest in peace. Dies.
Sorry, hold on.
Hold on, rest in peace. Dies in badger den. Does look like a lot like him, doesn't he?
Don't you believe badgers have sets and not dens?
Okay, well,
That's
He
a
was in Wales.
miswriting on their part, and this should invalidate the entire
just
source.
listen to the way they've worded this. Percy Foster's 107 centimetre body was discovered in a badger's den in Wales. Why do they have to point out that it's hard? It's just a little bit bigger than a metre. Can we not just
What
say
is?
1.7 metre? I guess that wouldn't be the same.
What
'cause
did they say?
1.07 metre. It says Percy Foster's 107 centimetre body was
Oh,
discovered.
It's quite sad, isn't
They've
it?
specifically
Trying to make it seem
highlighted
sad.
his height as an issue.
Hmm.
The report says the 35-year-old was found deep in an underground chamber by Ministry of Agriculture experts ahead of a planned badger gassing program. Investigators have not ruled out the possibility of suicide, according to the report.
Weird way to go, though,
That's
isn't
a
it?
weird way
Funny
to go.
way to go.
Yeah. How would you guarantee that anything's gonna?
Maybe he could speak to woodland creatures.
We did cover this in an old hat chat, yeah.
We did cover
The
this in
story.
Old Hat Chat. Yeah, I wanted a
It's
refresher.
fun to
In
revisit.
a recent interview, Foster spoke of his excitement about his growing career as Ramsay's double. Porn lookalikes get more money than normal actors. Dwarf lookalikes are as rare as hen's teeth, and so can command top dollar.
The person writing this really didn't care at all about this human being, did they?
I've already ordered a new BMW and a diamond-encrusted soda stream, he said. What? You purchased a diamond-encrusted soda
It
stream?
was absolute bollocks.
How is that part of this story at all?
What website
how?
is this?
That was the... Sorry, that was the Australian.com.au.
Oh.
Why couldn't they just get .au? Why .com.au? That seems like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
How do you make a reinforced iron plate?
Is the Australian something many people read?
I imagine Australians might read it.
Definitely, yeah.
If they can read, which I'm not
I
sure
mean,
they
there's
can.
one on the Huffington Post.
Too busy out having a fucking Barbie and a few bivvies down the fucking watering hole.
Let's just see how the Huffington Post
Sorry,
dealt with this one.
Australians, I'm joking. I'm only joking.
When the headline screams Gordon Ramsay's porn dwarf double eaten by badger, it's hard to resist reading, even if it isn't true. Now let's find out if it is true. Let's see. The Sunday Sports spun quite a yarn with an initial piece that claimed a pint-sized adult film star who bears a striking resemblance to celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay was about to make it big. The little man's meteoric rise to wealth... Sorry. These aren't coming
Meteoric.
from me. Sorry, these terms like little man... That's not me. This is the article. Look, just because I laugh at some of them doesn't mean that it's coming from me. Meteoric rise to wealth and fame was tragically cut short a week later when the diminutive porn actor was allegedly found dead in a badger's den in Wales.
Why are these in this language?
So is this just bollocks then? None of this is real.
Radar Online and Rupert Murdoch's Sky News regurgitated the sordid details this week that the corpse of the alleged dwarf had been gnawed by animals. Sorry.
What's funny about that in particular?
Use the word gnawed. I don't know. The word gnawed
Like
really
just some cast out.
They've really
fucking
described,
piece
yeah.
of chicken or something. It's been gnawed. That's been gnawed on.
You guys are bastards.
It's
People get
them.
me to say I'm the worst one, but
It's the way they word
It's the wording. It's all the wording. It's the motive.
nice.
All right.
NordVPN.
Okay. That's not this stream. That's not this stream.
That could be the next one, though.
That's not where. Might be the next one. Who knows?
Oh god.
Let's see. Where was I? There are good reasons why the so-called tragic death sounds hard to believe. A Huffington Post weird news reporter contacted the local police in Tregaron. A weird news reporter specifically for weird news.
Here we go, son. I'm well up on this.
I mean, sure.
Is that just another word for a person that makes things up?
Finds the stupid. Yeah, essentially. They haven't heard of any report of the alleged death.
So apparently there's another one about Boris Johnson's porn dwarf drowning in a giant trifle.
Fuck. Giant trifle. We talked about trifle today.
Yeah, he did.
There's a lot of trifle talk today. More than I
It's a trifle concerning, isn't
expected. It is a trifle concerning.
Oh my god.
A trifling issue. Where was I?
Oh wait, I need
Talking about Tregaron, weren't you? Or Tregaron.
Yeah, the Internet Adult Film Database, a smutty IMDb, didn't have any record of Foster, nor are there any matches for the supposed film The Sport. Said gave Foster his big break. It's all wrong. Hi ho, it's up your ass week.
This is insane. No, what?
X-rated historian Bill Margold told HuffPost he had never heard of Foster, adding that someone of his stature would be memorable. The short performers on both ends of the spectrum are rare. Margold said.
What are they saying?
Of course, the Sunday Sport isn't known for letting the facts stand in the way of a good article.
Why aren't they treating these people with respect?
The archives are filled with dubious claims like Marilyn Monroe is alive and working. Working? She's alive and she's working.
I think I kind
At a
of
bingo hall in Didcot.
I kind of want to see hi ho, it's up their ass.
Up your ass we go. Yeah. And World War II bomber found on the moon.
Oh,
That's
good.
ridiculous. That's a ridiculous claim. Imagine finding a World War II bomber found on the moon. No.
No.
That's the Sunday Sport for you. Urban
to do with
folklorist
sport.
and curator of the Museum of Hoaxes doesn't want the media to stop generating far-fetched stories, even if a few gullible souls believe them. It might be a more boring world if the media didn't cover these. Because it's kind of funny. Fucking
Wow.
hell, that's the bar. That is the bar. We
Kinda funny.
kept these. That story may have been completely made up, but fuck me, that ad just played and it was really fucking loud.
You're right. Look like you got fucking shell shot.
It's happening. Hello.
You're back in the room.
Anyway, so that's what I mean. Maybe he didn't die in a badger set
Maybe not.
or den.
Maybe his
Whichever you
porn
prefer.
lookalike is still out there.
Maybe he is. I mean, did they Photoshop him? What if he's completely faked and they've just got Gordon Ramsay's face and just pudged it down a little bit? Just kind of what the other guy looked like in the photos.
It says I can't afford this, but I've got the resources. It's funny, isn't it?
Maybe you should be more cash money, Chris Trump.
Hmm.
Become more cash money. Do you need more conveyor belts? Do you want a conveyor belt, mate? I'll sort you. I'll treat you to a conveyor.
I don't right now, thank you.
Okay, no conveyors for you. Ever. Offer rescinded. Bitch.
What if it was a dead badger and they just confused it with a person?
In what world? I mean, what would it be? How would it look like him? How would it look like Gordon Ramsay? What badger that looks like Gordon Ramsay died in badger set? Found. By farmer.
Yeah.
Looks a little bit like Gordon Ramsay, wouldn't you say?
It is. Let's make some.
Yes, I think it does look. Do you know what?
Looks a bit like he'd be into porn if he was a human.
I've got a great idea for this. Yeah. Fucking hell. To the Sunday Sport,
The home.
which evidently is also in a badger set. Full of idiots. Right, mate?
Right next door to the Daily Express, talking about a badger that's like Princess Diana,
Yeah. Hounding it into a den.
and how Meghan Markle's more of a fox than a badger.
Fuck's sake. Don't write the headlines for him. Let them do the work. Let them do some of the work, for God's sake. Fucking hell. What are we on with the achieves over here? Right. is obstacle clearing our current milestone? Is that what we want? Do we really want to be that kind of person?
What?
Are we just taking them off one by one, basically? Or is there specific things you want? Do you want conveyor belts Mark II already?
What have we got so
I mean,
far?
our power
One's-
system needs to be upgraded massively before we go that far, I guess.
I don't think we should go conveyor belts Mark II straight away.
No, we'll just keep the current milestone and just trundle along, you know?
Should we
65
finish up
more?
here then?
I think we should
Read
do.
some shit if there's anything in. Last chance to get Round the Twist played. If
So
you're
last
looking
chance?
for
Last chance
us
for
to
some-
put your subscription in,
Yeah.
perhaps you're considering us for Prime.
It's all round
Perhaps
the
you
twist based.
just want to talk to us about your theories on which celebrity dwarf is going to die next,
Yeah.
or little person as we should say.
It's up there.
I think
You
is
gotta
actually
think
the
about these
preferred
things.
time.
Little
Doesn't mean they're
person.
immune from death though. No one's immune from death.
No, unless you get found in a badger set. Don't go down them.
It's a matter of.
Why was he down
Have you
them?
checked that Mochi isn't eating that soap, by the way?
The soap's up here.
Of course it is, you dirty bastard.
I'll put it in a nice, safe,
But the soap,
warm
the soap's in my
place.
crotch, of course.
Warming it up and covering my dick in it, so later on. So later on what, Trot?
Not making conversations with fake me.
My Trot.
Just answer the question, you son of a bitch.
For God's sake. Roleplay.
Don't try and detract from this.
Hurry up and roleplay, you son of a bitch.
Well played out, you bastard.
Right. Rods. Time to make loads and loads of rods.
Just want to
Fucking
make...
hell, the green. I mean, I could go green hunting. Not now,
Yeah.
obviously. But I think that will be
What's
once we
green
upgraded.
hunting?
Hunt for those green slime bastards.
Do you mean slug hunting?
It's like, yeah, well, greens.
Is that what they're
Greeners.
called online? Is
There
it?
are yellows.
Green slugs.
I got
Heavens
one.
forbid if we find a purple.
I got a greener. I got 2 greeners actually.
Good. Keep them in the chest.
They're useful.
Maybe.
Keep them safe. Keep them secret. I've got 2 as well.
I feel like I should figure out this better. Oh,
Oh, it is bitty.
so maybe these are too close together.
You're figuring out the layout of these here storage containers
Yeah.
and all the subsequent machinery. I mean, you could always take a turn from them and then turn them slightly. So get a conveyor, turn to the right. And that way you've got loads
Yeah.
of extra space to work with
I want to put
elsewhere.
a splitter for all 3 of them, so
Oh, okay.
maybe what I'll do
Just have it angled and then they can just...
one here.
What do Mercer spheres actually do? Are they still only work in progress?
No idea.
actually
Yeah.
have a
It would
purpose,
just
yeah.
collect
To be fair, yeah, that was a long time ago since
here.
since we played the game, so I don't know if they've made a purpose for them. Hopefully you'd think they would, you know? Fuck.
Literally named after Matt Mercer.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're fans of him.
Weird.
Oh.
Fair enough. I suppose it's not weird to be a fan of Matt Mercer, more just like a strange tie-in.
Weird.
Yeah.
You mean that guy? The hell?
fucking guy! But like he's also...
Can't believe it.
I guess it... I mean, it's a bit like naming something like a Gaben sphere, I suppose.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Involved in gaming and stuff.
It's just not that similar to what
No,
he
it's not.
does.
It's not an immediate thing. You're like, oh yeah, famous voice actor and D&D specialist, and
GM.
it's in it's a futuristic Minecraft game.
Voice
Fair enough.
actors,
I guess that's kind of like what they're.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble,
Or guy
gobble.
fed
Gobble.
nuts so $5. Have you guys ever considered / even heard of a game called Sanctum 2? It seems like the perfect format for you 3.
No, I've not
Sanctum
considered it.
2.
I've heard of it. I can't remember what it even
Was it a
looks
horror
like.
game?
Ever hear of it?
But I think it might be something to do with that.
I've no
I mean,
idea.
at some point we need to play Warframe.
Oh yeah,
That's
of
a
course.
good
yeah.
point.
We do need to hopefully dedicate a few thousand hours into it.
Well, let somebody think of the Warframes.
Will somebody please?
It's a tower defense shooter. That could be quite fun. It's an older
okay,
game.
Is it really?
But it checks out.
Sanctum 2. I do recognise the name. I just don't really know anything of it otherwise. Useless information. Screws. I'm about to make all the screws we need for the next obstacle. Just throwing it out there.
Insane.
Next milestone. It's
Insane.
It's hot stuff.
Warframe
Insane
takes
in
too
the
long to
brain.
get into, and I've fucking tried. All right, I really have,
I know you have, mate.
and I
Desperate.
don't think it's for us.
It's not helped you, has it? It's not been a big one.
I don't think the core gameplay is going to appeal to all 3 of us.
You sure? You sure about that? I
Yeah.
feel like I would I put my life on the line for Warframe. I would run over a school of kids to play Warframe.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think
There you go, there, I
it
fucking
sounds
said
like
it.
you're just giving yourself an excuse to do that.
There, I fucking said it.
You know how that always comes up with like automated cars, and they're like, how are they going to make
Gonna
that
run off.
decision?
It's got the kids.
What if you just program your car to do the most destructive thing?
Yeah.
And then there's no crisis, right? It's like, yeah, of course it ran over the most people. It's programmed to do
It's
that.
doing a really good job. So go fuck yourself
Yeah.
and marvel at my fucking coding.
What if the car
Bastards.
it gets to a point where AI is able to read the entire record of that person and make a decision whether to run that person over this
Sir, I've measured you against the person you're about to hit, and they're a way better person. That's basically the plot of The Good Place, Trot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Measuring a person's moral worth.
Yeah, yeah.
And making a
So
decision
basically,
for you.
well, yeah.
The Good Place, whilst a
That's
perfectly
the heaven and
enjoyable
hell.
show,
That's just heaven and hell scenario.
super-
Good place, isn't
I
it?
don't understand why everyone loves A Good Place so much.
I think it's kind of switch off humor in terms of it's just
yeah, there's nothing
chill
wrong
out
with it.
background stuff. I thought it was alright. I mean,
It's very,
watch it.
very well thought of, though. Like awards and everything, and it's
awards. Look, you've been through it. The awards.
awards mean nothing.
Awards mean nothing.
There we go.
Yeah,
Good point. Good point.
unless of course you are the writer of that show,
Or
Gorbachev,
a producer,
or producer.
Billie Eilish's.
He made the music on that show.
Did he?
No. No, I don't even think he kicked up a stink of it. It was the fact that everyone left the auditorium already before they're still doing awards, just because they didn't give a fuck about the producers. at the end.
Crestfallen.
It's like, oh, it's almost empty in here. Right, so many rods being made, Trot. You won't believe how many rods I've got. I'm not even supposed to be making rods. Wait, what? Mean?
I was
Oh, I
told
need
Jenny
fucking
from
copper.
the park used to have a little, now I have a cock.
Well, then you're not still Jenny from the block, are you? You're Big Dick Jan.
What?
Big Dick Jen. That's chosen name.
Big Dick Jan. There they are. With their big dick.
You know, there's someone out there who probably isn't in pornography who's the biggest dick in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Does that find?
Wonder-
Well, I think over a
I'll
certain
find
size, it becomes unusable by
Of course.
most people.
Of course, but like just to have the kind of mantle of, and not those weird dudes who just shove silicon into their knobs. That's
Yeah.
different. That
Is that cheating
that's
to you?
that's cheating.
cheating.
One, it is cheating. Yes,
And two, it's
100%.
self.
And two,
harm.
it's probably not a functional penis properly, is it? Let's be honest.
It's like bicep implants.
Oh my god.
Forms no function.
There was a guy who did that, and it's like I think it was going to be a story on Hatchet, but he had injected massive like bulges into his arms. He looked like Popeye, and in fact I think that was his nickname. Anyway, he got really infected and like had to get them all removed, and so he just looks like this weird bag
Yeah, I've
person.
seen
It's just like
that. It looks
fucking
so
hell,
bad.
like to get to that stage where you are just injecting plastic into your body in
The thing
such a
is,
severe way. So like doing it at home on your own is
I feel like there's almost
shocking.
a pressure after a while because it becomes public and everyone knows you for that and kind of.
guess it, but like who's going? Hey, muscles looking good, bro. It's like no one's celebrating. Like, you know, people in the gym aren't
It's a
saying,
mental
"Oh,
illness,
you're
isn't
looking
it?
good." It is, yeah, sure, but like, fuck me, someone should intervene and say, "Look, you're damaging yourself in a big way."
Yeah.
You don't have to get to a like death point before someone says, "Look,
Death point.
sort yourself."
Sort yourself out, mate. You're like a fucking
Come on,
joke.
mate.
Right, Popeye. Wait,
You look like Popeye. It's not.
See, this is where
not in a funny way.
this is where good-natured bullying helps to maintain the status quo.
I don't know. It's just a family member to speak to, maybe.
Well, yeah, that. But if they
Doesn't
don't have a
to
family
be
member,
good-natured
Wait a
bullying.
second.
I don't
it
think
can
that's-
be. Keeps everyone in line, doesn't it? Don't be a knob, mate. Time to conform. Conform.
Iron,
It's weird. You're gonna hurt yourself.
iron. So this is going to be plates.
Or just neg on like Popeye the show.
So they
until
get
get
the
until they're
hint.
like, oh, no one likes
No
Popeye.
power. Oh, these all
I
need
look like
fucking power.
All right. Well, Trot, call it there. Come
Yeah,
on,
I'm
son.
calling it there. I've started this process, Ross, of breaking down all the bare components.
I know. Oh, that's good. The
But
process has begun.
they all need power and stuff, so
Think of
we'll
the
figure that out
bears.
next
bet
time.
They fucking do. You bet they do.
But thanks for watching this video today.
Indeed.
Please subscribe if you want more of it. We're going
Do
to
it,
be
yeah.
continuing Satisfactory
How much does
for
it
a
cost to
little while.
subscribe, Charles?
Absolutely
Oh, that's free. Yeah.
Yep, so you can check your subscriptions because when we upload these, you will want to watch them, hopefully.
That's fingers
And
crossed. Eh?
we'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.